I'm back. I'm back. I did it. I returned. Whoops. How's that? Now you can see my... Oh, shit! Wait, that's fine, actually. Because I'm not even showing my desktop anymore. And now I need to move... No. Why is it showing? What is this? Why is it showing? This is so stupid. This is so stupid. No. I was gonna say, is it because the reflection is in the camera, but that doesn't make sense. Okay. Guys. Alt. Okay, we're in. We're in. We're so back. We're so back. And this time, I know what I did wrong that made the stream shut off. I fiddled around in settings, and there's a setting that if you touch it, it makes it crash. Because fuck you. That's what it does. That's what it does. Alright. Do you see this? How high-tech is this, though? And we make it really big. And then, when I'm watching the game like this, no, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. And I drag myself. Get that out of the frame. This should be, okay, yes, yes, yes. And then, I'm gonna do that. I don't know what the fuck to, I make it smaller, I make it smaller, I make it smaller. And then I go, yes, yes. Oh, dude, Alright, we did it though. This is how you do a pirate co-stream, guys. I've locked in. I figured it out. I just want the next game to start already, so that I don't have to sit here yapping. I tell you what, I could actually stream real quick. Like, what if I make a new scene? Scene 2. And in scene 2, which we're now on, macOS screen capture, yes, okay. It's my whole screen. And, no, we also add, guys, I swear to God, I'm turning into an actual streamer here. Capture card device, Elgato virtual camera. Rational. And then I do simple, and then I do input format, I go this. 30 FPS, yes. Yes. And we get off this, and we fight Sans from Undertale, but with one hand. This is what I do to pass my time. Side selection's out, by the way. KT have blue side for next. Sans Undertale fight simulator. This is important. This is you're not a real gamer unless you've done this. And we're in draft. All right, give me a second. All right. Whoa! I swear. No. Don't look. Monk. Ah! Look at that. All right, we're in draft. So, I'll talk now. Oh yeah. Mail is permaban. I'm gonna make chat big. I'm gonna make chat bigger so I can see. I can see chat now, guys, as well. This is the best part. We'll put it over my face so I don't have to look at myself. Mail is permaban is an important part. You see Skana ban, which is absolutely standard. If you are on red side, because Skana is the pick of the batch. He's so OP right now. No one wants to play against Skana. They always ban it if they're not first pick. So instant respect ban there. Out of DNF. And I really am, I'll be honest, I'm going for DNF. Because I did promise, and this is not something that, this stays between us. I did promise that I would buy a Spark, which is gambling. I would buy a Spark if KT wins. And I don't like KT. So, and I don't want to gamble, I don't feel like gambling. But also I do want the set skin. So, you never know. Alright. I'll talk about drop now. Varus ban, also very standard, is a bit of a respect ban versus Berserker. Played a lot of it when he was in the LCS last year, which obviously doesn't exist anymore. Rest in peace, the LCS. And just a lot of top bans. A lot of tanky tops taken out of the equation here. See a first pick Kalista. Quite stock standard in the LCK. Not something you would have seen last year. It works very well this year. Still up on the table. is Rel. Rel's open, Kalista Rel, quite a solid combo. No protect bans for it though, so I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Rel locked in for a while until there are some more protect bans, as we see Jax there. For Dudu, he's well known for it. Quite a blindable champion, because Renekton doesn't do too well to it. Cassante, which is a good champ versus Jax, taken out. Nah, good champ versus Jax, also taken out. Jace, good champ versus Jax, also taken out. So it's very blindable this game. There's the MF locked in. Now it's more of a team fight comp. It's exactly what DNF played last game as well. They like this team fight composition style. It's fair enough. What do you pair with this Kalista now? Do you just take the Rel? The only issue is if you take Rel right now, you take MF Rel, it does deny it. Sorry, it does deny the MF Rel, right? Which is good. And it's Kalista Rel, which is good. But it does open up the possibility of Alistar's. It is going to be an LCK Nidalee locked in by Cuz. Holy moly. And BDD just going to lock in Yon. Quite a safe pick there. Yeah, a bit boring. Do you take Rel right now, though? This is what I would expect. I would expect Bulldog right now picks Rel and they ban Alistar. That's what I would expect. I would expect a Rel pick right now, unless they want to pick mid to match it or pick jungle to match it. So BDD's picked that right now, so there's going to be a Lee Sin in this game. There's no way there's going to be a Lee Sin in this game. This means that support bans are going to be insane. The support bans we're about to see right now are insane. So the support bans are going to signal to us what DNF want to pick and what KT want to pick here. So I do believe they're going to ban some supports. It's also possible KT wants to ban some Yone counterpicks. We might see a Renekton ban. Renekton mid, not sure how played it is in the LCK, but it's something that people sometimes do. You can flex it there. It's just a lot of AD in DNF's comp if they do pick that, so quite unlikely. There's Renekton ban themselves, actually. Here's a one remaining counterpick in a Jax, quite blindable. A Kali ban. Respectable. No support bans. So, last pick's going to be support then. It's going to be very important that you get a good matchup. I'm not sure what supports are even blind. Like, all of them need protect bans, in my personal opinion, but I guess I'm not a drafting coach. Pick the Alistar, you need a protect ban. I guess Alistar's probably the most blindable, but neither team really wants an Alistar. I guess Kalista Alistar's sort of a thing. There's Poppy ban. Actually, Poppy's a good killer ban versus that comp. I didn't notice that. Very solid in the Jax matchup as well, so they're protect banning Dudu. And I wonder if they're just trying to eliminate Perfect's champ pool as well. As we see, there are 6 top lane champions banned in this game. LeBlanc ban as well. Bulldog, fairly limited in what he can play. There's the Rel hover, but Alistar's still open. I'd be surprised if they pick that. Leona is a very blindable support, something I overlooked. That's a solid pickup. But I think DNF making a bit of a mistake here picking support already, because that's the hardest thing to counter. Like, what I mean by that is if they held support till pick 5, then I think I think Wei has a harder time picking a champ. I think blinding top is a lot. Oh, sorry, they don't have to blind anything. Do they have to blind anything? I'm clapped. They don't have to blind anything. They've already blinded mid. So I think they should have held support to 5 pick personally. Could just be that they want to discuss exactly what type of mid lane mage they want to be playing. They want to wait till they see the rest of what KT have to offer, and there's the Rel. This is what I mean. So because they've picked Leona, now they can play Kalista Rel. Whereas if they hadn't picked Leona, they couldn't play Rel right now because Alistar's available for life on 5. Why does your stream keep kicking me and playing another video of yours? Deserved. Fuck you. I don't know why it does that. That's weird. That's weird. That is strange. But yeah, I think there's the Rel locked in. That might have been something that DNF overlooked because Rel does go insanely hard in KT's comp. Locks it down. There's Ahri. That's fairly stock standard. I really think if you're going to pick Ahri, man, should have picked it on 4, but there's the team comps. This game, KT, I prefer their comp a little bit more than I did last game. The reason for that is because last game when we were watching KT, their comp was very good at one thing, and that one thing was quite easy to play around. This game, it's a different story. Their comp has much more versatility in it. You got Gragas, very good on side lane. Insane pick into Jax, by the way. Makes Jax's life almost impossible in the top lane. Also versatile in the itemization you can go. Cuz on Nidalee. Nidalee versus Lee Sin jungle I'm looking forward to. That's going to be an interesting matchup there. Let's make sure that when we get into game, the timer is showing. Hopefully it should be the timer. We're going to wait. But I think the matchups this game are going to be extremely interesting. Very interesting indeed. Let's see. Let's see. What can we get? Wait until we get in game. I don't understand how there are people in Korea who can be fans of any team that isn't HLE, Gen G, or T1. How do they exist? This is like, this is not an insane take. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just like there. I guess there are different like suburbs over there or something. Okay. Okay. Ooh, my stream movie. My second monitor is a little bit, a lot slower actually. Oh, I can just watch it on the main, I guess. Alright, well I'll watch it on this one. I'll move the camera then. Bonk. Now I have to check. Guys, I swear, I'm fixing it. Okay. $50 seconds in. Is it like this that we need? Yeah, but that needs to... Oh, shit. Okay. Alright, I can just watch it like this. It's fine. No, I want to watch it full screen. But it's not possible for me to fix that. Okay, that's kind of annoying. That's okay. We can do theater mode, and then we can fix it like this. No. Alt, drag. No. Alt, drag. Bonk. Alright. Here we go. 1 minute 26 seconds in the game. And I'm finally back, ready to cast. Ready to have fun watching this. BDD versus Bulldog in the mid lane. BDD playing Signature Young, which he used in Worlds last year. Well, not Worlds last year, to try and keep T1 out of Worlds last year. If you watch the T1 KT series, that almost led to T1's elimination from Worlds. BDD's Young was a signature part of that. So there's going to be a lane swap coming already. Perfect, and he zoned off the XP of the first 3 minions there. Absolutely brutal. He did actually manage to sneak 1. So good on him. Dudu on the other side, able to get all 3. Which doesn't mean too much, because obviously in the lane swap scenario, you are, vying for scraps, and whether or not you get a little bit of XP here or there it really doesn't matter too much in the 1v1 eventually. Dudu takes a lot more damage. Now the big thing here is that because Dudu's taken more damage on this lane swap iteration, he's much more vulnerable to dying to a dive. Already Gragas is quite difficult to dive as he's eating away to get XP. That's lovely, man. 0 XP. The life of the top lane is it truly is just woeful. It truly is just absolutely miserable trying to play top. In professional play, that is. Love doing it in solo queue. It really is very fun. This bot wave's going to crash now. It's a 3-wave stack there. I don't often see this anymore. I might actually... I take it back. It's a 2-wave stack. Is this the counter wave next? No, it's 3-wave stack. It is 3-wave stack. 3-wave stack into plating here, and this is very favoring for KT. Because DNF are the ones who opted into the lane swap in the first place. But the thing is that if you lane swap to top lane, top tower is tankier. So it makes it harder to get plates and get value out of it. You realistically only want to lane swap if you want to dodge the matchup in bot lane. I don't think MF Leona necessarily loses too hard to Kalista. It could just be trying to avoid that early game Kalista as BDD. Utilizing the E for a little bit of a quick trade there. But he's taking a lot of punishment in this lane so far. Bulldog really putting on the heat. Taking some very good trades. BDD's going to get his Q2 here. His bot prio and top prio firmly in the hands of the swapping teams. Carl's forced to cover a dive. There's a little bit of engage going on the bot side there. Dudu uses Z quite aggressively. I wonder if he's vulnerable to a dive now. No counter-strike to stop it. There is an ignite on Wei as well, and I think we're going to be seeing it here as Wei uses the flip and the ignite there. Dudu with no counter-strike has 0 counter play. And down he goes. Immediately, Dokdan cashing in. A small mistake made by Dudu. Uses the E slightly too aggressively in lane as the wave's about to crash, and he loses so much for it. Punished to the highest degree, and now this lane swap is a complete disaster for DNF, for the team that opted into it, as BDD's taking really good trades in mid. Bulldog might be in a bit of trouble. The Yone's about to dash out. The Fate Sealed, not quite there. Actually, his ult's called Fate Sealed, isn't it? That's a bit of a rookie mistake. His E's called... not Fate Sealed. But whatever it is, the upshot is that BDD actually has a good reset timer in this matchup. Take a look at the situation led to this bot dive yet again. Wei plays this exceptionally well. Use that mounted engage. Flips him over the head. Guarantees the Q. Stuns him up and locks him down. Now BDD. HP's reset in mid, so it's a little bit more tricky for him to play. He's doing a very good job. Even CS versus the Ahri here. Alright, bought tier 2 boots first. It's perfect. Finally matching his laner in the bot side. And both of these players are going to be taking a bit of a sigh of relief. Like, oh, thank God we're out of lane swap hell. We can finally farm minions. It's been a while since either of them have seen a cannon wave. BDD, he's forward aggressively. Bulldog, again, in a bit of trouble. Dodges out of the charm, BDD, taking an insanely good trade in mid. Not that it matters too much. Both junglers full clearing on Nidalee and Lee Sin. Again, lane swap's just really stagnating the pace of the game in the first 5 minutes. But the big +1 for KT is they did manage to get that first blood. Dudu slips up one time, not something you would expect in a lane swap, but it's a nice little +1. Cuz takes out the control ward. The first objective to be fought for will be those grubs spawning in 17 seconds, both bot lanes on the top side of the map. But it's Cuz who has priority in the jungle. If you see this, Nidalee control wards are so aggressively placed. It's perfect versus Dudu in the bot lane. Very good counter strike from Dudu to block that Jax's W. Sorry, that Gragas W. The Drunken Rage, finding no value. Now the grub's going to be started up, a top prior firmly in the hands of Dokdam and Wei, so Drake is going to be the trade for KT. Dudu finds a good trade in bot, yet again, trying to establish that priority. Kaz actually came off the grubs there. I think he wants to stop Pyosik on Drake. He sniffed it out. And this is an amazing rotation from Kaz, but can he find the fight? As in top lane at the same time, there's a massive engage. The cleanse from Dokdam on the Ignite is not quite good enough. His life goes down to a 10th of his HP. And mid lane, BDD has priority. Neither team actually able to secure an objective, but Kaz did get one grub. And the upshot of that top fight is that Dokdam lost his cleanse. Body slam in the Jax Q. That's something every graphics player loves doing, man. Feels so good. Jax mid-air, you body slam out of Pyosik might be a bit overextended. Kaz there to back it up, and Wei solo killing Berserker. Where did this come from? Barrier used by Berserker has flash, but Wei's just going to wait it out and kill him. Flash forward and he finishes up the kill as the charm lands. Bulldog also in a bit of trouble here. Yone eats forward, but life's there to hover. Left his ADC to die in top lane so he can save the mid laners. Sometimes you got to make a trade-off like that. And Life understands the value of his mids. The mid prior again, firmly seized by KT. I was going to say KTT because it rhymes with BDD. That just doesn't make any sense. And the mid 2v2 and the bot 2v2, KT just come out on top. Drake still up here. Just take a look at the situation that led to this. Just Berserker disrespecting how quickly Wei was able to get into this proxy position. Just takes him out. Barrier and Flash, I remind you as well, Berserker not going to be happy with that death. It's a very, very heads-up play from Wei to find that angle. Yet again, this fight, the Fate Seal flashed away by Pyosik, and the Spirit Rush from Ari just to disengage. Ooh, streams left run. But it turns out the play not favoring for KT just because life's there to hover. It's well played by him. It's now back to the action. Dokdam on top of Dudu, trying to look for a fight. Not going to be able to find it. But the upshot, again, bot tower is taking the punishment. In these lane swaps, Dudu's not able to stop Wei and Dokdam from just right-clicking the tower. You see 2 plates gone down already. Top lost 0 plates. So if we're just talking about gold, KT, they're really coming out on top here. But it's not just gold. The mechanics in the team fights looking a little bit better, looking a little bit more slick in lane. BDD was running one over Bulldog for a bit there. Well, now it seems to have stabilized a tiny little bit, as that's a great W from Bulldog. Dodges out of the Yone. Lands a damage himself. Little parting gift from Perfect to Dudu. Welcome back to the lane, son. Enjoy my Gragas cask. So finally, the grub's going to be finished up by Kuz. Neither team really finding opportunity to take an objective. Both teams, I think, scared to make that mistake, be the team to screw it up. Pyosik walking out of spawn. Now they know exactly where Kuz is. So the Drake ping's going to come through bot prio in the hands of DNF, and it's going to be a fight for it. Rel has the Magnet Storm. Dokdam with the Glycerol as well. Both TPs actually not available. Perfect's TP is the only one that's up, and that's got to be a consideration here for DNF. If Perfect's able to get that top priority, Drake fight might be difficult, because it might be a big fat man just suddenly appearing in your backline and wreaking havoc with his explosive cask. Scuttle Crab to Pyosik. Punishment for Kuz. For Sean topside. The controller goes down too, and this is what I'm talking about. Perfect understands his role here is to secure the top priority so he can TP down to Drake fight if it were to happen. Pyosik, respecting the fact his top laner doesn't have priority, isn't going to opt for it. And it's the right call. Instead, he's going to look for a play on mid. And you see Life is hovering as well. 3 members of DNF collapsing around BDD. But he's too good for it. Couldn't respect the play. Step back. TP used by Perfect. Back on top there. Which is an interesting call. It just was unleashed. So the cooldown a little bit shorter. I think the gamble is that KT think they're going to win the 4v4. Not trying to play the numbers advantage. They want Perfect to be able to exert his priority on top wave. But actually, I take it back. He's just going to walk. KT do want to fight this dragon. They want to fight it now. No bot dive here, but mid is where I'm looking. Is Perfect in the backline there. Bulldog has the Spirit Rush should he so need it. Not enough damage there from Yoni. Perfect took his entire HP bar. He's going to have to walk top and concede a little bit of priority. I think Dudu might be in solo kill range. Particularly because he's went Merc Treads first, if you look at that. But KT going to start up the Drake, knowing that Dudu can't come. Still confident they're going to win the 4v4 because Bulldog got chunked out. So that Drake should be free for DNF. Drop bit of top prio. To get the mid laner low. And they secure that objective. Now they're 2 kills out of 3 and 2 objectives out of 3. Very close to securing those feats of strength. That's what I'm talking about. Dudu has the top prio now. Lee Sin's here. Could be a dive angle. Perfect does have flash. Very difficult to dive Gragas. Particularly his 2 hypermobile champions. Gragas, very good at shutting you down. You ever watch Zeus play it? Which we will be watching in a second, actually. It's the game after this is going to be HLE. But if you ever watch Zeus play the Gragas, it really does look unkillable. It's crazy. Not quite like Balsa's Gragas, that's for sure. Small trade there, Dudu. Giving him a bonk on the head with the lamp. Reminding him who the Grandmaster of Arms here is and who the guy who loves beer. Dead evens on the CS and mid right now. BDD, gotta be happy with that. It's not a very easy matchup to play. Obviously, he's playing the full sustained rune setup. He's playing that fleet footwork with the second win, but coming out of an Ahri versus Yone lane, dead even in CS, not dropping a kill. It's not an easy feat, particularly when the player you're playing against is as good as Bulldog is. Still a lot of work to do in this game, though. Because Yone only gets harder, particularly in these professional matches. His laning phase is the easiest part. When you start getting to the mid game, you have to be playing properly in these team fights. Got to be finding those flight angles instead. Charm is forced to be flashed there. Great E usage by Bulldog. Locates exactly where Cuz is and just says, "Hey bud, let's reaction time test you." Cuz does pass it. I think the real reason he has to flash that is because Life's there to follow up, right? So if he gets hit by the charm, he gets solar flared, then he gets locked down. Potentially Lee Sin insects him. He's just one tapped. No dive here though. Perfect has the explosive cast. Should he be in any trouble? And the game slowed down quite a lot here. 13 minutes. 10 seconds on the next scrub set. Hopefully we get a fight. I'm fiending for one. I am fiending for one. There's only so much my color casting ability can withstand. Kaz is rotating over though, so it does look like a fight is what we're going to get. Pyosik started up, but Docdam's going to spot it out. Smite on the first one, and that's going to stop KT from being able to take those feats of strength. And that's enough for DNF. They understand they're a little bit weaker in the game right now. Want to give themselves more time to scale. They understand Jax is a champ that needs time. Needs the Triforce. Honestly, arguably needs 2 items to be able to play in the team fights. So they want to give it time. Rest of the grub's going to be snapped up by Cuz. He's going to walk back into his blue side there. Pyosik, with a little bit more tempo right now, but he's down a significant amount of farm. You actually didn't notice this. You look at the jungle difference. In gold right now, it's a 400 gold lead. It's almost as if Cuz has been granted a kill, but he hasn't. It's just in efficiency of camp clearing and pathing. It's showing why he's been such a good jungler this split so far. Turned a few heads. 375 gold secured in plates, as opposed to 125, mostly off the back of that lane swap. And the gold lead is accumulating for KT. 2k at 14 minutes. It's not insurmountable by any means. It's realistically going to come down to who's able to secure more dragons. That's a significant win condition right now for KT, is if they can dragon stack, if they can utilize this gold lead and their mid-game power with the Kalista Young composition. Both of them just hit Bork, right? So they want to fight right now. KT really want to scrap. Gragas just about to get that Cosmic Drive. 2 Borks on their team. The Rel obviously doesn't need items, she just needs a flash button. She has that. So KT really want to look for a fight at any point, any opportunity they possibly can. Mid-wave priority should firmly be in the favor of KT, I would imagine, just because of what the items are. And DNF respecting what way right there, respecting his engage. And first move goes over to KT, so proactivity around the map. Certainly on them, but they're not able to make anything happen so far. Potentially bot tower could go down here. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen because DNF are a little bit late to the play. Nobody will move off mid, and that's what having mid priority does. It breaks things around the map. You get that mid push, then suddenly life can't be there to hover doo-doo in the 1v1, so bot tower goes down. And I don't think Cuz even had to show that, it's just the shadow of his presence. The scares Doo-doo enough to understand that he's going to have to give this tower, and that's first tower going over to KT as well, which means that this next Drake is even more important. But I think it's really difficult to fight. Obviously, you did just Malignance. Okay, I take it back. This is playable. This is definitely playable for DNF, because Ahri has Malignance. Lee Sin has that Sundered Sky. MF's on her first item. I think Jax is very, very close to that Triforce. If Jax finds that Trinity Force, I think this fight is almost as good as a mid-game fight as you're going to see from DNF. Both these compositions looking extremely strong. Haven't seen them scrap yet. I think it's going to come down 90% to execution. Realistically, it's going to be about how much value Wei and BDD can find in combination. Fate Shield and the Magnet Storm is lethal. It actually doesn't look like DNF want to fight this straight. This is shocking to me. They're going to trade out the Herald, but this gives feats of strength. And it shows you how little these professional teams, they don't value it, man. They don't think the gold... They don't think the boots are worth it. I am inclined to agree, as there's the feats of strength. It goes over. 2KT, who are just snowballing this game, and look at the gold lead so far. 3K. Or approaching 3K. But DNF, they don't want to give this Herald over. Piosik in the backline. Soul Flare flashed by Docdown, but the Insect is good. Immediately snapped up by Docdown, though. And the Magnet Storm to follow it up. There's an explosive cast just waiting to be cast here. Life flashes over the wall, but he can't get knocked back. At the end of the day, it's a lot of summoner spells for not much, as BDD wants to continue the fight, looking to use the Fate Seal to knock out Bulldog, but calm little sidestep from the Ahri player. And if we take stock of the situation, Docdown used Flash. But that's really it. No other major resources invested there for KT, and it's a significantly winning fight there. Leads to a Herald. And it's all off the back of Docdown's ability to just dodge everything right there. Almost pixel perfect play from the Kalista. Flashes out of the Solar Flare and pulls the support out of danger the second that the enemy commits resources. Watch this play from Docdown. Flash from Solar Flare and they go, okay, we're going to turn on the Rel. But the second they turn on the Rel, there's that Kalista ultimate and he sends her in with the Magnet Storm. It's a big turn from KT to save the fight there. Explosive cast tries to knock life back over the wall, but it just doesn't quite. Not actually sure if it does even do that if you played it perfectly. Life does still go down though at the end of the day. Slows him enough. BM reset from Perfect there. Oh! A little bit of a fight in the mid lane there. Berserker's Flash Force. He overstepped by about 10 pixels. But Perfect's always there to follow up. Always there. The second someone missteps, he's going to get taken out. And that's the mentality that Perfect lives by when he's on the Gragas there. He's playing the full tank, disgusting, annoying ability haste Gragas. And this is, again, I think there are a couple champions where boots are a little bit better than others. Gragas is one of those champions. He gets to build, I can't remember what they're called, but he gets to build the super empowered versions of those ability haste boots. And what it does, it gives you a movement speed passive when you cast abilities, and it's exactly what Gragas wants in his kit. Other champions like the Kalista, like she never wants to upgrade those boots. That's 750 gold and it barely gives her any more tankiness because it scales the max HP. The extra tankiness she gets, and Kalista doesn't build much of that. But if we just look at the gold here, KT are almost at the point where they're just able to win with their wallets. Every single lane sitting at a 500 plus gold lead. Jungle is serious how much CS that Cuz has over Piosik right now. No, you could expect that. Nidalee obviously is a better clearer than Lee Sin. She's had more priority in the lanes. Actually, there's going to be an all-in there from BDD. Flashes forward out of the Spirit Rush, and Bulldog is on 1 HP but lives. Flash user from BDD and the Fate Sealed. Just for Bulldog's Spirit Rush and a near-death experience, but gotta say, it's probably not worth using your own Flash and Ultimate. Drake spawning in 2 minutes, not going to be back for that. Atacon up in 25 is the real deal. And Yonel going to be back a little bit later than that Malignance charged Ahri Spirit Rush, I do believe. But I guess the upside of it is that because BDD was able to force out Bulldog, he was able to get him down so low, he's able to get a lot of pressure on this top tier 1, if not take it out, and it looks like that's what he's going to do. As Atacon spawning, KT take a grip on the top side of the map. That red jungle is theirs. That's what they're saying. This is what comes with mid prior. Now they use that mid prior, they take out bot tier 1, and they take out top tier 1. Next objective, mid tier 1. Then once they have that mid tier 1, that's when they do the same thing. They get mid prior, then they overload side lanes. That's what you're going to see them do. The only spanner in the works is Atacon. KT so far playing a very clean game, playing perfectly in the team fights, no pun intended. But the Atacon execution could change the game. This is the Voracious Atacon, which I remind you is the one that's better in pro play. It's the best one. Gives you revives on death. And it's the team that last hits it. So, if DNF somehow managed to pull off a flip, if they somehow managed to steal this Atacon away, then we're looking at a very good game state for them. Where they're able to work a little bit. They're able to play some in-team fights. Try to work back at that gold lead. It's all going to be on DNF. Trying to find a way to start up this Atacon or punish KT if they do it too aggressively. Or otherwise, DNF going to be in a lot of trouble to come back in this game. It's going to be KT opening a window for them to get back in here. And it might be exactly that right now as the Solar Flare is forced cleanse out of Dokdam. There's always the cholesterol when they turn on Wei. And he gets out too. So Leona ultimate used for Dokdam's cleanser. There is a Zhonya's in the river there by Cuz. Bit of a misclick. But every time they turn from Dokdam onto Wei, he just gets cholesteroled out of it. And they're not able to find a single pick there as the Herald now going to destroy the mid tower. Now the top tier 2 and bot tier 2 are going to be opened up with this new level of mid push KT are able to acquire. Next thing on the agenda is Drake, and their Drake stacking is their best win condition. A mid-game spiking team comp. DNF do not want to fight right now. DNF actually stands for do not fight, but it seems they're doing exactly that. As life's just going to go down, forced to flash away, but still Dokdam's so sticky. Not able to get away from him. Where is Piosik, man? What is this guy doing? He's in the back line, but he's going to get immediately cleaved down by Dokdam. Yet again. Guy's on a rampage. Taking out everyone. Perfect. The facilitator of it all. Forces out Bulldog's Spirit Rush. And Drake's going to go down. Herald's going to take mid tier 1. Now Atacon next on the agenda. And at this point, you've got to be thinking, DNF. What happened from game 1 there? It almost seemed that the second that KT get the team fight comp, they start playing these team fights properly. They start saying, alright, we can scrap with you. We can play the Fiesta a little, play the fights. DNF start to fall apart. Start to get hands zipped a little bit in the trades. Piosik in the wrong spot in that fight. And take a look at what happened here. It's all perfect positioning. Playing on that control word. Life overextends. Wei's there to follow up. He calls his teammates over. He's saying, come on, we can kill this Leona. And in fact, they can. She flashes away, but to no avail. Now Piosik, I think maybe was trying for a steal. Which is fair enough in this game state. Gives you 5 more minutes to delay this Hextech Soul. That is surely almost inevitable now for KT. Oop, that's a wayward Ari charm right there, Bulldog. Aimed with one eye shot, that's okay. Sometimes we all do that. Is now mid-priority firmly in the hands of KT. What can they do with it? The question is for KT, do you want to overload a single side lane like they have been doing before, or do you just want to play 1-3-1? Because you have winning side lane in Gragas, right? You have winning side lane Gragas versus Jax. You also have winning side lane, as we've seen, in BDD versus Bulldog. Plus you have mid-prio with just the 3 of you. So it could be that KT want to just choke DNF out of this game. Give them nothing. Play the 1-3-1, just deny resources around the map, but it actually looks like they're not going to do that. A little bit too slow for them. Overloading the top wave here are 3 members of KT, but they're matched by 3 members of DNF as the E. From Ari. Dodged out by BDD. But the second 3 members of DNF show on top side, that's when they're going to lose mid presence, and they're going to take a lot of damage on this mid tower. And also, Dudu is not able to stop Perfect from just walking up and bashing the tower and bot. This is what I'm talking about. They're going to get strangled around the map here. And look at that mid tower. It's already lost 75% of its HP. Now top. Next on the agenda is yet again KT just dance around the map. DNF don't know the footwork. Top tier 2 goes down. Mid tier 2 is going to be next here. And this is the overload now. Surely. Surely this is the overload. Now you have all this top prio. And what can DNF even do? The answer is nothing. Life. Even oversteps maybe. Gonna get punished. There's the Voracious Atacon buff still active. There's the Solar Flare, but it's not going to find any value, as there is the Yon ultimate that is also not going to find any value. A bit of a messy fight there. Not something you'd expect to see in the LCK, maybe in a bronze game, but sometimes, again, this is what happens. It does create the space there. That's what BDD wanted to do. Sure, it looks like he missed the ultimate, but that's not what matters. At the end of the day, it forces DNF to walk away from the tower. It's a great play. And then bot, like I said, Jax can't stop the Gragas from just walking up, hitting the tower, and that's exactly what's just happened. Bot tier 2 goes down as well. And from this Voracious Atacon, KT have just gobbled up the map. There's nothing left. At this point, mid tier 3 is gone. And Baron's up. Luckily for DNF, KT did not secure the inhib. And that is going to be an important factor, because it means that KT do still have to fight for mid waves. It means that their waves don't auto-push, which is a big deal. It means that their Baron priority is going to be a little bit slow, but as you see, it doesn't take Dockdown long. Just walk mid and delete that wave real quick, but Bulldog sitting on a control while Dockdown a little bit cautious of it. Cues the bush. It's going to have to be a play like this, a little rat spot Bulldog finds, or maybe Piosik finds that insect. It's going to bring him back into the game. Obviously, the gold lead. You know, it's not small. I won't lie. Yeah, it's big. Yeah, it is quite large. But maybe not insurmountable. Potentially not insurmountable. If there is a lot of bad plays in a row for KT, and it would be hard, but if there is, then there is potential for DNF to come back into this game. It's going to be off the back of individual excellence. The bot side jungle is lit up like a Christmas tree down there. Holy. Wade just takes what he wants. And at this point in the game, it's going to be almost impossible for DNF to find anything on the map. Last bastions of DNF vision control going to be cleared out right now on the top side by Perfect. Finds that controller that Bulldog was hugging so tightly. Takes it out. Now there's no vision anywhere near Baron. For the DNF, KT slowly begin to unveil their Iron Curtain. DNF getting a bit desperate though. They want to fight in this mid wave. And they understand that this is Drake is going to be Soul. And if they give this over, the game is going to be almost unwinnable. 10k gold lead in Hextech Soul, but it's going to be that. And now they're going to play the fight. BDD actually screwed up. Didn't get the E over the wall. But the Magnet Storm is massive. So is the bullet time though. It's going to be huge. But not enough damage. Just too far behind the wall. It's too big here. As KT going to run down the remainders of DNF. Although that is their first kill, but Dockdown flashed over the wall. He wants Berserker, he wants Bulldog, he wants a pentakill, but he's not going to be able to get it. He's almost dead, actually, and that's a big play from Berserker, but Dudu is the only man standing. He's 10% HP. He's not going to be able to stop what's coming here, and what's coming is a Baron. And that is almost game over right there. A fight can be misplayed. It wasn't even misplayed that badly. I think KT played that pretty well. I think the Yon ultimate was great. I think particularly Wei, his engage was really good. The way Dockdown played it was great. DNF had a really good fight as well, particularly Berserker. If you watch how Berserker plays this fight. But the thing is that mechanics don't even come into it at all. When the items are just this heavy, look at how massive that bullet time is. It hits absolutely everyone. Bulldog on the side, zoning away perfect lead. Even Wei overextends, tries to stun up the Jax, but gets counterstruck. Berserker plays it great, but again, Dockdown's healing's too much. He has too many items. It just does too much damage, and Kaz takes out Berserker. And it really is depressing to try to play League of Legends when you're this far behind, because that fight was pretty from DNF. I'm not going to deny it. But now, the Baron power play seized by KT, but Piosik, ooh, hiding on a controller. A little bit cheeky there. I don't actually know where he went, because he definitely didn't follow Boyce. He's done a 007. Agent 47 from Hitman there, and he's actually managed to find the insect. Dockdown, you can't Callisto it yourself. And into the bullet time it is. Away he goes. Piosik has done a heist on the enemy ADC, but now he himself is the prize, and he goes down. Perfect is doing a Baus impression somewhere, 1v3 in the backline, but it's a very unconvincing one, because this guy's fully unkillable. And away goes DNF. Lost bastions of resistance now cleaned out by the KT enforcers. Ooh, that guy got messed up. Holy. 4 men just swarming around him. Gets body slammed, drunken rage, Nidalee spear in the forehead. There's a Rel impaling you. And it's a brutal game. It really is. It's a silent evisceration of DNF. There's no hope. It was a suffocating Suffocating victory by KT here. Nothing like what we saw last game where DNF just outfought them. KT gave nothing. The team fights, sure, they looked a little bit of hope there for DNF right at the end. Those team fights, they did look good. But in the macro game, in the mid game, in the skirmishes, DNF, man, they fell apart, and KT, they capitalized on it. And now, I'm gonna rest my voice. I'm gonna gonna put this mic down. Bye bye. Now I'm gonna go back to chat. I can see chat now. Whoa, whoops. How do can I please change screens? Thank you. Hello. Soul Unbound Fate Sealed. Fuck. I should have done that. I'm doing a backdrop. I will. Okay. Alright. What are we doing while we wait for the next game is the real question. Scene 2. I'm on Mac. Sans Undertale Fight Simulator. This is, guys, I swear I've been practicing this. How loud is that? Is that really loud? Let me put this up here. Let me pull this up here. Stop. Let me full screen this. Okay. Flame this full. Back in my day, they called this a live view. Isn't this a pirate stream? Isn't this? I'm pretty sure it's called a. Maybe live view is a better name for it because pirate stream does sound illegal. That sounds very illegal to me. All right, here we go. Check this out, guys. Oh fuck, that sounds really loud. I'm not gonna lie. Let's turn this down. This one I'm gonna make an absolute fool of myself. I swear, that's actually what's going on. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, I need to put chat on the same screen as this. We can't see the game that makes a live view. Yes, yes. Because if you see the game, then it's a co-stream. That's very illegal. How do I put chat on the same screen is the real question here. Go small. Yes, yes, yes. Guys, I think I'm dumb. Wait. Wait, no, I'm clever. Bang. And then, what the fuck? Hello? What the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like, hello, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like, hello, like, what? Okay, FF, actually, FF. Can I drag this onto a second screen, maybe? I'm so messy. I washed my hair today. I thought about, like, putting stuff in it to, like, make it look nice. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Alright, well, listen. I'll check chat in between attempts. It's important. Actually, what... Is there, like, more fun... Other fun things I could do on this? Yeah, wait, I can do, like... What's the league drawit.io? League.io, or whatever. Draw it. Draw it. League. Lol sketch. I'm pretty sure it's, like, a... What's it called of this? Hello. How do I make this? Quick play. My nickname is TweeTV. I'm so good at this shit, just so you know. This is literally my calling. Oh, it's so obviously Belva. It's so obviously Canon. Easy, holy shit. That was easy. That was so easy though, Loki. That was so easy. I'm checking the game. 2 minutes, 38 seconds till game 2, or game 3 starts, actually. Fuck, am I doing HLE as well? Shit. That's getting tough. How are people not getting this shit? Like, how are you brain damaged? Low key. Ah, it's Shaco. That's a funny joke because it was invisible. Galio, obviously. Ivern, because it's the cupcake skin. Singed, because it's sled singed. Zillion, obviously. How's that not Zillion? Loki? Let's be honest. Varus? No, it's not Varus. Ash? That's Ash? Just got distracted by YouTube shorts? Wait, we can watch them actually, I'm down. Wait, we totally can. Yes. Except it's gonna be my turn to draw. Okay, it's not. Ah, it's Shaco again. Ah! Where are YouTube shorts at? Hello? Where are my shorts at? I think I may have hid them actually. Oh no, here they are. Okay, never mind. Brown. Free. That was free. That was easy. Okay, why didn't he draw it blue though? Real talk. Yellow. Oh no, it's a fucking sweat, bro. It's a sweat. They insta-deleted when they fucked up. Ah, like what is this? Like what the hell is that? Silver, right? Oh, clock. Jin. Echo. Ha, Zillion. Like what? Like who the fuck what? 17 seconds. Come on. I don't blame people for not getting this shit. Oh, I'm drawing. Okay, wait, lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in, lock in. Oh yeah, this is easy. This was fucking easy. Strike! How are we not getting this? Like for real? Like, come on, bro. That's so obvious. Hello. That's the most obvious thing ever. What the hell? Is this Fearless Draft as well? It is actually, huh? Wait, I was so yapping about Rakan before, because he's not even open. Resilient, no. Rise, no. Duck, it's a fucking duck, low-key, like, no? Am I wrong? Squid? It's a duck. I'm serious. Oh, Lee Sin. Huh? What is this? Hello? Checking chat. Thoughts on Fearless Draft? Excellent. I'm genuinely pro it. I think it's really cool. I like seeing Like, what the fuck is this champ, by the way? This is, like, not even a character. Fizz? What is this? It's not Nami. This is not a character. This isn't real. This isn't real. This is not a real thing. Right? Oh, it's Nocturne. Right? Oh. It was a Reliant Soul. It was a Reliant Soul. No, like, I don't know. Like, I think First Draft is cool. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I think I prefer, I think I do prefer normal drop, though. Because I like seeing the meta evolve over a series. Like, I think a 5-game series, seeing the meta evolve is cool. That's my honest take. But I think that I like seeing cool champs. Like, I like seeing cool shit. But that's like very pedestrian thing. What is the, like, he's just throwing a cock. Like, let's be honest, bro. Let's not yap here. That's a fucking dick. That is a dick. That's a full dick. Okay, it's kind of hard to. Oh, it's so Scion, isn't it? Bang! Why didn't you draw the red thing first, man? I was so convinced it was a cock. I was like fully taken with that hypothesis. Wait, this is great drawing. That is excellent. You gotta spread positivity and shit. How's not? Yeah, okay, good. Oh, got it. Oh, it's Twitch. How is this not Twitch? Ah, like what champ is this? Hello, what the fuck? Singed? This is Twitch? I'm saying it again, I know it's wrong. Oh, it's Thresh. Okay, that's definitely Thresh. I don't know what I was thinking. Get me into the next game already. I'm going crazy. I'm going insane. It's a fucking duck. This is not a champ. This is not a champ. This is not a champ. It's a duck. Oh, it's Clef. People guessed it from fucking that? There's no way. I think you think I'm the problem. Well, this one's obviously. Someone got it. Someone got it. Hello, is it Twitch? Now it's that's Twitch. This is Twitch. This is Twitch, and the last one wasn't, by the way. That's crazy. That's cool. So once someone guesses it, your timer gets fucked. To draw, understand? Shaco, Rengar, Yumi, Shyvana, fucking Elise. Oh, it's Gragas. Huh? That's not Gragas? That's literally Gragas. Hello? Oh, we're in draft! Okay, I'm finishing the game. I don't fuck. We'll look at draft while it's happening. You know what I mean? Like while we're in game. Oh, it's Kiana. I just want to draw one more time. And then I swear to God, I'll lock in. Oh, this is so easy. That's fucking S tier. That's a good drawing. That's good. Huh? I cooked. Alright, fuck this lobby. Get me out. Get me out. Alright. Is this it? Is this... How are we looking? How are we looking? Alright. Alright. Oh, me. Me. My microphone's back. We're chilling. We're locked in. Alright. It's going to be Casante Jace trade, the two most sleeper tank champs of the patch that have been permabanned in both of the other games. But now they're into Game 3 of Fearless Draft, it's time to bring them out. Time to bring out the cancer. It's going to be Viego jungle, Vi Lee Sin, both gone. So we're really left with not too many AD junglers left. Xin Zhao's an option. Wukong's banned this game, so if we're looking for AD jungle, it is really Yav Xin Zhao. But there's Elise locked in immediately. It's going to be taking off the carrier, playing Caitlyn Elise. I don't love this. You got to be really good to be able to pull off Caitlyn Elise. That's tough. That's really tough. Maybe, maybe they do it. Maybe they do it. You never know. Blitzcrank? Little bro thinks he's Lahens. Pike? Little bro thinks he's carrier. There's no way. There's no way. What are these fanboys? This is just what happens in Fearless Draft, I guess. I guess they're not fanboys because they are low-key pro. The BDD locks in Jin. Has Bard been banned yet? I would love to see Bard. Bard is cool. This is like a very interesting comp. Like, I'm looking at KT's comp and I don't know what the fuck it does. That's true. I don't know what the hell that shit does. You got Jace QE, you got Jin W ults, and Viego likes to go in. And then I guess DNF sort of has a similar vibe where it's like, I don't really get the point of Caitlyn Elise. I guess it's a very high kill threat lane, good at diving, pretty good at lane swaps, I guess, versus Jace, actually. I can see it versus Jace in a lane swap, absolutely probably cooks him. Because the range is so high from Caitlyn, Elise's dive is so good. Wait, is it just an iteration? They might have developed Elise support literally as a counter to lane swaps. That might make sense. It's probably played in scrims anyways. The Nautilus ban. Jin Nautilus, yeah, fairly solid. I think they needed a little bit more frontline to go in there. There's the Xin Zhao ban, so no AD junglers left, really. Unless we're playing Belveth, but I don't know. No one likes Belveth, come on now. I saw Yike play that thing and he went like 0-10. It was giga useless, it was crazy. Anyway. Skarn is gone. Yeah, Nocturne's gone as well, actually. There's nothing. There is nothing. I think you ban more engage though, right? You ban more engage, you ban more at least counter picks. I don't know if they exist. There's Aurora, that is engage. Between Worlds is the Aurora ultimate, and it is an insanely good engage tool. There's the Karma. Jin Karma locked in, and that is a very annoying bot lane to play against. I wouldn't be shocked if we actually don't see a lane swap here. I think Caitlyn Elise's annoyingness is matched almost entirely by Jin Karma's annoyingness, and there's Hui. This is what I was talking about before. I like Hui a lot. I think he's a great champ. Trying to look at the mid lane champions we've seen so far. Actually, there's like Syndra, there's Orianna and stuff. This is actually a weird pick. I feel like there's so many more conventional mid laners you could go with. Bulldog's opting for the way. Maybe it's Comfort there. And there's Sejuani. Alright, so we're playing Sejuani Casante topside with Hui mid. I think it's quite weak, no? That is quite weak. That is quite weak. That is my professional analysis as a play-by-play caster, is that's a very weak topside. Particularly versus LeBlanc Viego Jace. Like, dude, that is such an insanely weak topside. Versus LeBlanc Viego Jace, like, how are you expecting to get anything? This is my question. There's Syndra. I prefer Syndra, I think. I prefer Syndra to LeBlanc. I think LeBlanc doesn't really make sense with the comp identity. I think Viego makes literally no sense with the comp identity unless they can pick Sejuani and then he makes sense. But Viego's a very weird character there. It's a very pokey comp out of KT. Now, I will say something, is that last time we saw KT pull off a comp, or try to play a comp, that was not teamfight oriented, that took a little bit of, finesse to pull off. it did not go so well for them. They got absolutely slaughtered by DNF. And DNF are playing, while I think their top side is weak. Alright, and I probably overplayed that a little bit. I don't think it's too bad. I think Quay's okay mid-game. Casante obviously past 6 is pretty solid, and Sejuani is a unit by herself. But while their mid-game is going to be a little bit weaker, again, it's a very easy to execute team fight comp, with the exception of Elise, who's sort of a weird role in the team fight. I think the rest of the comp makes a fair amount of sense. I don't know how these professional casters do it. I can really feel my voice, man. This is pretty intense. I guess I casted the game like today as well. Valorant game. Bulldog can be the god. Okay. Didn't know that was a religion, but I guess it is. The religion of Bulldog. Man. Just join the Church of Chobi at that point. Like, that's the Church of Chobi wannabe, bro. Not to show my Genji true colors. I'm a big Genji glazer. Alright. As we come into the final game of the series here. Group Baron. Represented by DNF Freaks. DN Freaks, sorry, not DNF Freaks. Versus Group Elder, represented by KT Rolster. Going into the game, I've got to say, I think I prefer KT Rolster's draft. It's harder to execute, yes. But I think the upside is that because it's such a solid poke composition, I guess that Viego's I don't prefer either draft. I don't like these drafts. That's my truth. You know what? I take it back. I don't like these drafts. I don't like them either. I don't know what they do. I guess it'll be proven to me as we see 10,000 pings on the map already. Now we're getting into game. Bot side claimed by KT Rolster 15 seconds into the game already. Walk into that jungle saying, this is our territory on the other side of their map. DNF doing the exact same thing. KT clearing the territory, checking the space. Ward down there in the proxy position for dude. I haven't seen that before. I'm not sure what that does. I guess it's a lane swap ward, isn't it, actually? It is a lane swap ward. As please do not lane swap. This is all I'm hoping for. I'm just praying for one game where we get normal laning phases, no weird lane swap stuff. But man, you know what? We're not getting it, are we? I'm looking at where that Caitlyn and Elise are going, and I think that is designed specifically for lane swaps, isn't it? It's designed specifically to mess with Jace. Jace is walking mid because he doesn't want to walk to a lane until he knows where the Caitlyn and Elise is. So he's going to help Bulldog and BDD. Sorry, Bulldog. Rather, he's going to help BDD contest Bulldog for the push here. But he's also going to tax some XP. I think he needs to get some trades done here. He does exactly that. Lands the Q with the Scorch proc. Now is he going to rotate bot? Like, I'm not sure what the play is here for the Jace player. Is P06 going to clear out that topside jungle? DNF, I think, are happier in the lane swap. Not just because they have Caitlyn and Elise, which is too much pressure for Jace to stay. And I think I have the right read there, is that the reason that Perfect isn't going top right now is because he will just get killed. So he has to go match bot. But I think the reason DNF are happy is because, first of all, that Caitlyn and Elise, but second of all, Casante is such a tricky champion to die, but he hasn't managed to steal any XP away. If you look at this, Cuz swarming him like sharks right now at KT. 4 members, and they want blood. They're hungry for this doo-doo. Do you have W start, my friend? He's not going to get this minion, is he? Flashes out of the Viego W there, but the tower's already being tanked, and no minion's going to go down. He's not going to be out at level 2, but Wei might have taken a bit too many there, and he gets executed. This dive is looking very, very dirty. It's looking a bit disgusting. Cuz going to go down as well as Flash is used. And that's quite a good outcome there for Dudu. He played that very well. Dodged out of the Viego W. The person to get the kill is Cuz, though. And that's a big deal. I think Cuz, in order to have an impact on this game, he's going to have to get a lot of gold. Now the XP advantage in mid is showing a little bit as Bulldog has level 3 way before BDD does. Now we're back in the normal lanes here. Dudu versus Perfect, but except they're in the bot lane. Berserker, Life versus Dokkan, Wei. Top wave gonna get shoved in here. This Bulldog taking quite an aggressive trade versus BDD in mid, who's on the winning end of it, for sure. Wow, he's actually super on the winning end of it. Bulldog getting cooked here. Must just be that. He's actually playing Phase Rush. He's not even playing. I thought he was playing. I thought he must have been playing Airy to be having that much of a winning trade there. As Dudu and Perfect, both solo lanes just scrapping all over each other here. A lot of fights going on. Come on, can the duo lane replicate that somewhat? As the Elise, Caitlyn really have a lot of pressure, don't they? As Piosik. Ooh, is he gonna try and dive this? There's no way. Look at the summoner spells here. Dokkan has Flash Cleanse. Life might shoot the Cocoon. Looks like this is going to be a dive as he gets melee range, shoots the Cocoon, but it's Berserker tanking the tower, and he's actually going to be in a lot of trouble there as Piosik dives in, does a bit of damage, but they juggle the tower very well, actually. I thought that was looking a lot worse there because Berserker's the one to take the tower first, but Life takes it second. He uses that. Repel. Get out of danger very well there. And is it going to be a redive angle? No cleanse on Dockdown this time. Is the wave going to get in? It's the real question. They are going to let the wave in, and now Piosik gets rooted immediately by the Jin W, and it's a teleport from Perfect. This might turn to disaster in front of DNF's eyes. In fact, it's not. BDD's TP, now with the new delayed version, arrives 20 seconds after the play ends, which is crazy. Great. I'm glad they changed the summer spell. It's a lovely little summer spell now. It really is very good, and it feels great to play. Life in an aggressive position. He does have flash, sorry. So Dockdown, if he oversteps, could get E-flashed. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. Berserker going to collect the wave. Ooh, they don't know about where Life is, and the cocoon comes out of absolutely nowhere. He's trying to go for the one shot, but Dockdown, a little bit too tanky for that Life. Might be overextended now, might be in a bit of trouble. Forced to flash away, respecting that flash 4 shot from Dockdown, and it's the right call. Again, it's a little bit overzealous there, does Life. Thinks he has a bit more damage than he does. And is reminded that, in fact, you are level 3. And you're not that guy, pal. Great flash there. I mean, we watched the bot dive again. Dudu played this mechanically insanely well. Understands he needs to get level 2 there. And realistically, the fact that Karma got executed is the only reason he was able to live. Because it gave him plus 114 HP. I mean, he wasn't able to live, but it's the only reason the dive took so long. Gave him plus 114 XP. When he got zoned off all the minions, he should not be level 2 there. But Dudu understands the situation, immediately levels up his W and plays it very, very well. As we look back at these mid lane trades, both players use their reset TP, so now these trades are permanent. They are very, very important that DNF do not come out on the losing end of this. As if they give an inch, as we saw last game, KT, they're good when their foot's on your throat. They don't take it off. But now Grub's going to go over to DNF. They have a lot of priority on this top side of the map. Trade's going to be Cuz, taking the Drake on the bot side, and the CS differential all series long has been very Cuz favored. And it's showing it yet again on Viego. Obviously, Viego versus Sejuani, you'd expect that it would be Viego favored, but he's 49 to 34 right now, plus a kill. And he did die as well, so you'd expect he'd be down a little bit on tempo, but no, Cuz is clear, it's just that efficient. Now he's going to get the Drake. The real question is, can DNF trade something back in mid here? They got Grubs. They're going to lose Drake. Very, very even game set right now. Scuttle Crab said hi in mid lane is Bulldog taking a terrible trade. Doesn't have TP yet again. BDD showing just the caliber of player he is. In a matchup that is not easy. Berserker misses a bit of farm there. You know, we're not going to comment on it. I did just comment on it, but in a matchup that's not easy, Bulldog is... Sorry, Berserker... BDD, rather, is really showing just how good he is at the micro of laning phase. He's often referred to... I know Faker said that he is the hardest mid laner to play against. Just micro-wise, in the LCK. Which is, that's high praise. This card's going to force Piosik out of the jungle there. Actually chooses to use the Heartbreaker over the wall, as BDD is coming to hover, flash forward from Piosik, but Wei wants more. Wei wants way more. BDD chasing Life through the jungle. Life does not have flash, so if BDD lands a QE, it's going to be lethal. And in fact was not, though. The play fizzles out before our eyes. Nothing comes down. DNF back to neutral here. 7 minutes, 30 seconds in the game. What can get done here on the bot side of the map? Dudu should have priority versus Jace now. K'Sante versus Jace. Very Jace favored, but the second that K'Sante can press that all-out button, that's when the lethality starts to come into it. That's when one mistake turns into a death. And the death in a side lane versus K'Sante, that spirals out of control very quickly. Poke no longer means anything in this lane, as Bulldog, hopefully, should be able to save himself from this laning phase just by QEing the wave every time. And now mid-priority is going to be very hard to contest. You can take all the good trades in the world, BDD, but the second that Bulldog starts being able to QE that wave, now you see the power of Wei, which is getting that mid-push and being able to get off vision, get outside, you know, touch some grass in bot lane. Although Wei players, not known for touching grass, that's for sure. Bit of Wei flame there. I don't actually know any Wei players personally. He just gives me, you know, I wouldn't touch grass vibes. That's all I'm saying there. Now the lane swap's actually going to be opted into again by DNF. Dudu wants to verse this Jin Karma hit. And I don't think it's Dudu who wants to verse the Jin Karma. I think it's Berserker and Life who are saying, hey man, please let us verse this Jace. Please let us verse this Jace. And Jace doesn't want any of that. He's walked mid yet again, perfect, trying to avoid this lane swap as best he can. It's going to be a tough deal. Kaz catches the bot wave instead, says, hey, if you don't want this, man, I'll have it. Now perfect. That's a little bit of a shock blast on Bulldog there. Who's the king of just take and poke? That's for sure. QE from BDD lands, but the QW in return from Bulldog. Now Dokdan, rotating towards mid lane. The game state is settling down, slowing down a lot here. 1 minute till grubs. It's very similar. It's reminiscent of what we saw last game, which was that the game was quite slow. Neither team really wanted to take action, make an effort, but in these slower games, it is KT and their superior macro that does seem to be coming out on top, but maybe not in this game, as I do feel as though DNF has the tempo. It feels like DNF are in control. They're in the driver's seat for sure. The Berserker hitting this tower now. He wants to get the plates. Top tower a little bit tankier than bot tower, so it's going to be a bit harder. I'm actually interested as to why they've lane swapped here. I guess grubs are spawning in 30 seconds. I'll tell you for sure, this is not going to be the Ruin and Satacon game. I'll tell you that much. 4-3. Berserker able to get this contest 1v2. Again, the power of Caitlyn on display. Just the range. Able to one-shot that wave without being in danger. Ever. By himself. And Piosik now able to clear out the vision with that top priority. And priority snowballs. That's what I always say. What analysts always say is that priority, it's a snowballing thing. Because you're able to get top push, right? And then top push leads to jungle control, which leads to vision control, which leads to objectives, which leads to more push. Right? That's the idea. That's how strong champs like Caitlyn are. It's why they're good in these circumstances. It's because Piosik can just start grubs right now. Despite the fact that Caitlyn can't realistically fight Jin Kama, she doesn't have to. She's so long range, she's able to just steal the priority. But it's going to be on Cuz. Does he want to try the steal here as he shows his presence there, using the E on the wall? Now Piosik begins to sweat. Begins to wonder, where is Cuz? Am I in trouble here as the QE lands and Bulldog's going to be the target there? Flash from him needs to be used with the Syndra. A lot of damage. QE to hold off the choke. The final grub going to go over to KT there, able to deny that third of a feat of strength, and that's important. That is important for the game set here. Now top prior. Allowing Berserker to get his reset off, and I wonder what item we're going to see on the ADC here. He's opting for that lethality version of Caitlyn. I think it ties quite well into the identity that DNF are looking for, which is just playing space, playing time. Looking for that poke damage. They want to play time for play. They want to use Cassante to peel, Sejuani to find picks and maybe follow it up with the Caitlyn ult there. Cassante TP's on the top wave. Now the lanes are going to reset back to normal. Finally, just because Drake spawned though. It's interesting, whenever there's an objective, both teams, they rotate their bot laners to it. This is why the lane swaps happen. It's not necessarily even for the matchups. It's so they can have more people on that side of the map. The DNF, so far in this game, they have the track record of getting to the objective first, and it seems like they're going to continue that. As mid priority is so hard for BDD to get. I didn't realize just how impossible this matchup was later in the game. BDD cannot move first. It's as simple as that. If he moves first, he's going to drop a wave every single time. Berserker able to hit bot tower now with the 4 grubs there. Little grub might spawning. Doing a bit of damage on the tower. Cuz just leaning heavily towards the bot side here. Piosik sitting off vision. Neither team opting to start the Drake yet, and the golds is dead even. 300 gold between them. Dokdan, bit of an aggressive trade there, and the Mantra Q from Karma. Not actually doing very much damage at all. His life just going to pot it back up. Now the Drake started up by DNF. And now the fight begins to smell like blood as the flash forward from BDD is immediately met with a Glacial Prison and the Spiraling Despair. BDD in a lot of trouble, forced to back away, but the rest of KT there to clutch, cinch in on the situation. Cinch is not the word I was looking for. That was a great word there that I could have found, but I didn't find it. DNF prodding back into the river though, is that it's just been given to them. The space is retaken immediately. The second that KT leave that area, DNF are right, okay, we'll have it back. But they can't start up the dragon. The reason is, finally, Dokdan away, able to take some bot priority. Able to shove in the wave off the back of a great trade onto life there. Bulldog doing his job though. Takes that mid, and neither team going to take the Drake this time. Both going to back down, except that maybe they'll fight on better terms later. So this Scuttle Crab actually going to go to Piosik, whose immense aura is enough to scare Cuz away, I guess. Berserker 1v2 under the tower. Shouldn't be diveable here. Mantra Q is good though, and the Jin W barely misses. Would have been followed up by that curtain call there. And it might have been lights out for Berserker should that W have landed, but he's too good for that. Dudu now with Frozen Heart. Look at this top. Dude, both of these guys are so unkillable. It's crazy. Black Cleaver versus Frozen Heart. I can't believe Black Cleaver is now meta on Jace. That's so freaky, man. Jace used to be a very high skill, super polarizing, high intensity champion. Now he just walks around. He's got 10,000 HP. And he just whacks you. Your QEs hit like wet noodles. It doesn't even matter because the champ just exists for... You just exist to soak damage, it feels like. And whenever I get a tank Jace in my games, man, they're doing nothing. They're just running around. But in Pro, it always looks so good. We'll see if Perfect can show us why. Tank Jace is breaking the meta right now. The first game it hasn't been banned against him. Perfect's Jace is respected. We'll see if it's for good reason here. Because finished up that Trinity Force and the Merc Treads there. Collector just acquired by Docdan. Excuse me, sorry. Collector just acquired by Docdan. And now maybe the Drake fight is a little bit more favorable for KT. Bulldog hasn't finished that first item yet. Has those Merc Treads as well, so his damage is going to be a lot lower than BDD. And they're actually walking into a trap here as the Mantra Q is good. So is the Heartbreaker, and Life's going to be the first target to go down. Curtain Call is massive there. Piosik trying to madly dash away, but he's going to get caught out by the Diego W. No ult to follow up though, and Bulldog and Piosik going to escape with their lives, but not much more than that, as the Dragon's going to go down to KT. And that's exactly what we needed to see there. KT utilizing the vision to catch out Life. And once they get that numbers advantage, the Jhin ultimate, it's too much to deal with. DNF forced to back out of the river, forced to go to the Drake. And now they're going to trade on the top side of the map. This is proactive from DNF. I do like this. And get some priority back, get some space back in the game. Sure, we get some money on the top side. The only thing is they are going to lose bot tier 2 for this. And they did invest the way TP, so maybe it's not as good as I was saying. Is DNF, how do you get back in this game now? Is the real question they need to be asking. Mid prior secured by Berserker. He's now going to work away on that tower, start chipping away at it. Perfect one-shots the wave though, and the W is nicely sidestepped there by Berserker. Deadly Flourish. Not going to look anything like its name would suggest. There's now the scrap for mid-control. Begins once more. Scuttlecrab, yet again, secured by Piosik. He's had a good track record with those this game. Herald going to be started up by DNF. They actually do have river control here, so this is nice. This is nice for DNF. Recognize that a lot of resources were utilized by KT in that last fight. And if KT have to walk into them, that's when their comp is a lot better. Because you got Caitlyn traps, and you got Hwei, but hold that thought, because it looks like KT are trying to do exactly that. They're trying to walk into it. But the Caitlyn damage is a little bit too high, as Cuz, with the Karma Heal, is going to make it out, but Dudu wants some more here. He still has that allows. The Flash E from Hwei is good. It forces out Hwei's flash. Hwei and Hwei, man. That's a tough one. That is a toughie. The Herald's going to be used straight away here. Piosik smells blood, and he wants some more here. He wants this fight. Herald going to crash into the tower. Takes it out. That's mid-tier 1 down. That's a big deal. KT had that bot push. And Dudu. God, does he look strong in these fights. Just take a look at what happened in the river fight again. It really is it's just the vision abuse there. It's a slight mistake there from Life. Doesn't have the ward there. Tries to face check it. The punish from KT is a little bit too good. Curtain Call gets his value. DNF able to run away. It's now top tier 1. Going to go down for free. BDD takes 2 tower shots though, and actually might be the difference. No, not quite in time. Is Bulldog. Rocks up tiny little bit too late there. Now Piosik stops Wei's reset. Says, no way are you going back. When is this man going to stop making puns about Wei and the multiple meanings that word can have? The answer is probably soon. But you don't know. Gold is still dead even, by the way. It's locked. This game state is tense. Either team makes a mistake and the game can crumble, just like that. But it's going to be around objectives that you really got to worry. Atacon spawning 1 minute 30 seconds, and that's usually the game breaker. In the past 2 games, we've seen the team that gets Atacon has gone on to win the game, and it's that simple, man. Atacon, particularly in its voracious capacity, as I've said, is very impactful in deciding the outcome of these games. You know, it's going to be dying around the same time as Drake spawns if they take it on spawn here. And if you have voracious Atacon buff for that Drake fight, you're always going to win it, even if you lose it. It's just how powerful it is. Of course, it is nerfed this patch, right? So it's 200 gold instead of 100 gold. Not as powerful as it was in its maiden form, but still Solid buff at that. Speedy securing a bit of top prior. A little bit uncontested here. DNF. They do like to overload. They like to walk around the map in pairs. Bulldog, Piosik. Top wave going to get pushed in. Blue buff secured there by Piosik. But Adakon spawning in 30 seconds. And that is our timer there. Unending despair on the Cassante. And that is exactly that for the enemy team. And you see a Cassante that has these items, man. That guy is full unkillable unless he presses the R button. Cassantes can't help it though. I swear to God, the amount of times that Cassantes, they'll just run in, they'll press their R button, and they get one tapped. Because of course, if you didn't know this, Cassante, when he presses R, it shreds his armor and MR by 65%. He loses all his tankiness. That's how, it's quote-unquote balanced. Now the gold difference, it did spike there to 2.1k at a point. DNF reining it back in, slowly but surely. His life is the one to try and catch KT off vision this time. Ooh, it's a nice little spot there as the Glacial Prison is good. So is the Caitlyn Ultimate, blocked by Doc Dam. And Wei's going to make it out with his life. Should he have gone down there, that would have been Adakon going over to DNF. So it's a nice attempt. But KT, they're aware on it. They're ready for it. And they stop it in its tracks. Same control word still being used there as the EWs from Hwei is so oppressive. How do you walk into this? Is the question I'm asking, but Kuz is showing you just exactly how. As Dokdan takes so much damage, and the Spiraling Despair from Hwei is huge. In the backline there, Perfect takes no damage though, because this tank Jace build is not about that life. It's really not. And now Drake is going to be going over to DNF, should they choose to start it. But the question is, do they want Adakon as well? Do they want more here? They've just proven to KT that they can't walk into you. It's impossible. You try to walk into this DNF comp, you get absolutely eviscerated. You get tapped in every direction. From the back, from the front. Question is, do they have the resources to stop KT from walking into them again? KT going to be gambling on that as they're trying to stop this Adakon play. Doo-doo. Bodyguard in the river. And back to the battle of mid-prior. Berserker forced off the wave there. Now Perfect has first move into river, and Kuz trying to catch out Bulldog. Has flash, should he choose to use it. Piosik ease forward though. Lands the knock-up, and Dokdam is in a 1v1 with Cassante, who takes him over the wall, all out on the bot side of the map. Dokdam forced to flash away, and Doodoo once more. He's not done. Wei, it's time for your culling. There's the Kaelin ult to follow up, and Kuz tries to peel for his teammate, forced to flash away himself, though. There's the curtain call, and it's going to miss the first shot. Second shot's going to land, but do 0 damage. Third shot's going to miss as well, and Piosik's out of it. Life. Calmly sidestep the fourth one. No value from that Jhin ult. And really just shows you how bloody strong this Cassante is, man. He's a freak. I know he's playing on the Freaks team, but he's living up to the name. He's crazy strong. 213 CS at 22 minutes as well in a lane swap game. So his tempo is very, very high. Of course, you gotta remember, this guy had 16 farm at 10 minutes. Or like 9, it would have been 16 farm at like 7 minutes. Let's take a look at the situation that led to this river fight again. Piosik forced to be out there, and the amazing amount of damage from Hwei. Played that combo insanely well. Dokdam almost one shot there. Now Doodoo finds this angle here, and look at this Cassante. Look how far it takes him. That truly is amazing. I'm not sure how many years of game design that is, but you should add on a couple more, just for how far that one took him there. Caitlyn ult tries to pick out Wei, and I think that the targeting of the Caitlyn ult this game, by the way, has been quite impressive. Berserker always finding the guy who's in the most danger, and always just adding a little bit of extra lethality onto that. But KT doing a great job of keeping everyone alive. The disengages from KT this game have been unreal. The amount of pressure that's been put on them. I mean, it's monumental. But they're able to adapt the situation. That's what the calm is for. It's really good at it. Is getting out. Getting out of places, getting into places. But Adakon priority, vision cleared. DNF. They're feeling happy. 2 minutes. Oh no, 1 minute 30 seconds still Baron spawn zone. That's when you start getting interesting questions. When Adakon's on the bot side of the map, Baron's on the top side of the map, that's when you start seeing some of those puzzles coming up. Do we want to try and trade? Do we want to try and take a convincing team fight, maybe get both? Do we want to prioritize Adakon so we can play into the Baron? As we see, there's a skirmish over river control here. But it's the same problem that KT have always had, which is trying to walk into this DNF comp. It's so hard. Glacial Prison is going to land on Wei, and maybe this time he's going to go down. Who am I kidding? No, he's not. The Karma is full unkillable. It did use Heal Flash. He did use Heal Flash, but he always seems to have some way of getting out as Kuz. Not showing yet. But indicating his presence, saying hello. I'm here. I'm ready to fight. If you make a mistake, I swear to God, I'll take you out. Bulldog might be overstepped. There's 4 members of KT and DNF. Playing on their limits there. It's perfect. Is not the target you want. He's going to take 0 damage. Realistically, they need to connect with BDD. They need to connect with Dokdam. DNF. The pressure's on KT to find the engage. DNF are very happy to play this slow. It's going to be on Cuz. Cuz is the only angle they have. Life on the top side taking so much damage to BDD. Ults into the Elise who just calmly repels it. Small mistake there from BDD. Will it have big consequences? Look at the Caitlyn traps in River. I thought that KT was the poke comp, but it's so hard to walk into DNF here. As look at the Hwei damage. The spiraling is fair and perfect. He's caught out a little bit. He doesn't have flash yet, but Dudu is actually the one who goes down first. In a very surprising turn of events, the tank Cassante is the guy to get taken out, and now Cuz in Cassante's body is looking for more. The repel on Elise. Not going to save her this time. I think Cuz is going to be able to chase her down. Maybe it is. The Cocoon's quite good, but no. Is this Atacon? Is this the game? That is Voracious Atacon, 100% going over KT right now. Piosic's still alive. He could try for the steal. Stealing Voracious is worth. Much more worth than stealing Ruinous, that's for sure. 51 seconds on Drake. This is a very impactful timing to take Atacon. You take Atacon right now, you're going to have, objectively, you will have the respawns for Drake. You will have the respawns for the Baron fight as well. So should you choose to force either of those objectives, it's going to be very tough for DNF to contest it. The question is for DNF, what could you do better here? I think as Dudu, you just need to be a little bit more patient. He walks in a bit too far there and is immediately punished. His target selection from KT looks a little bit scary and psychopathic, but it works out in the end. As it also leads to the kill of Life. Or the death of Life. Oh, he's a wordsmith. He's a wordsmith, guys. This Tweet TV commentator guy. Dokdam. Man, that horizon focused animation is really pretty. There's some animations in the game, like the Storm Surge animation. I know the game is quite tense right now. I'm on a tangent. So actually, maybe I'll come back. Maybe I'll come back to reality here as Cuz is looking for the engage. He's trying to take out Life, and the repel is good. It's going to keep him safe. There's so much damage on the side of KT now. Really putting it deep inside. I'm sorry. Like, that's wrong. That's what I meant to say. That's what I meant to say. If anyone from Riot's listening, that's what I meant to say. I'm not streaming the LCK as well. This is not an official co-stream. I'm streaming a title. That's for sure. Anyway, yeah, I mean, they're putting a lot of pressure, rather, onto DNF here. It's tricky. It's really tricky to play. As the Drake's going to go down, KT with full river control. It's what I'm talking about. You can't walk into Voracious Atacon. You can't walk into KT. Neither of these comps work very well when you're just trying to charge headfirst at them. Although KT so far have actually found success, mostly off the back of Cuz. Finding a way to create those pick opportunities. I was skeptical of Viego and draft, but he's shown me why it works. He's proven me correct. He's proven me wrong. 27 minutes in the game now. Ocean Drake, 4 minutes 30 seconds till it spawns. It's going to be is it the Soul? Sorry, I can't see you anymore. I think it's the Soul for KT. It is, in fact, the Soul for KT, but now it looks like there's a fight on mid here. It's perfect looking for a flank angle. The Spiraling Despair on Cuz, not the target you want it to connect with. Jin damage. Connects with Bulldog. He's half HP. Now DNF, they're stuck. They're herded in under their tower. How do you break out of this? Because mid priority is pretty hard to get. Bulldog is a start there, but BDD just dismantles Life. Disdainfully taps him. Says goodbye. You remember when you repelled my ult last time? This time you're rooted, buddy. Say goodbye. Tell the shopkeeper I said hi. And now it's a 5v4 for 20 seconds. This Elise support 0-3-0. Not coming off. That's what I mean. It's a great pick in theory, right? Works so well in the lane slots, but the execution of it is so difficult. It really is. And we just haven't seen it been getting that value. Berserker hasn't gotten ahead off it. Obviously, he's got a 230 gold lead, but it's completely negligible when you start looking at the kind of lead that BDD has right now. The kind of lead that Cuz, who throughout this series, by the way, has just been so consistent. The kind of lead that Cuz has on Piosik. Now Dudu has TP, so he should be able to come to this Baron if the need arises. 1 kill to 5, but the game really feels a lot worse than that. Only a 2.5k gold lead, though, in favor of KT. So we've seen harder comebacks. Definitely seen harder comebacks. I've seen a 10k gold lead thrown in my time. Rest in peace, G2 versus Weibo 2023. Holy, that was messed up, man. That was a sad one. You see, this is the POV of this insane one-shot. Look at that. It's so powerful, Syndra. I love the Korean font as well. And I do play with that. There's a little skin mod I have. But it's a 3-item Syndra now. Approaching the 4th. You start looking at the itemization here. Jin's on... Sorry, excuse me. Jin's on 2.5. Caitlyn's on 2.5, right? But the real scary people... I don't think... Realistically, from what I've been seeing, I don't think that DNF had the damage to deal with Perfect. I don't think 2.5 items on Caitlyn is enough to shred through that, particularly when it's now building Randuin's Omen. It's going to be such a difficult Jace to deal with. The Hui damage, as we've seen it, is almost negligible when faced against tank items in 2025. Sejuani on the other side, Sejuani and Cassante, both extremely strong, but I think Jhin and Viego a little bit better suited to deal with it. Missing health damage, and Viego is very good at, obviously with the Black Cleaver, he creates space for Jhin to do more damage. It's 1 minute 41 seconds. That's when the cards are going to be laid flat on the table. That's when both teams are going to be like, all right, this is what we've got. Looks like Dudu taking a bit of damage there in the river there. Piosik in trouble. His life takes so much damage from BDD yet again. This guy's doing very, very well in the Syndra mid here. He's being so impactful. Keeps forcing people to go back to base. 1 minute 10 seconds. 1 minute 10 seconds of the game is either decided or delayed. If DNF... This is the thing. This is the position DNF's in right now. Is that if DNF lose this dragon fight, they're going to lose Soul, and that probably snowballs into Baron. If DNF win this dragon fight, it does nothing. All it does is slow the game down. I don't think that they're going to be able to get Baron off the back of it because, you know, they'll probably be low. They'll probably have to reset after they do Drake. I don't think they'll have the tempo for it. The Ocean Soul, on the other hand, that's game deciding. That's game winning. Raish Staticon has run out, though. Long time ago. But River Control is over to the side of KT, and this is when it starts to get difficult for DNF. This is when this position almost becomes untenable. How do you play here? Piosik's trying to find the engaged. Dudu as well. There's the Syndra EU, so it's going to be on cooldown for about 10 seconds. Now Dudu has a small angle to try and find a window in. Trying to create space for his team. He's doing a very good job. They've forced KT further back in the river, but KT don't have to budge here. They don't have to hold space. They're okay with giving a tiny little bit. So long as DNF can't touch the Dragon Pit, and so far they haven't been able to, now they are. DNF actually have taken the space a little bit, and the turf war favoring them now, but potentially this is what KT wants. KT trying to look for a collapse angle on the flank there. Viego needs a little bit more space to cook, needs to find that angle, has Flash, has Heartbreaker available as all 5 members of DNF choked on top of each other. Take a look where BDD is on the back as Dudu finds the engage actually on Perfect there. He flashes over the wall, and it's Cuz under the gun there. But he ults out of the Cassante ult, and BDD on the flank. He has a big deal in this fight. The E does land on top of Berserker, who's almost going to immediately be one-shot, but it's Bulldog who goes down first. Next person to fall is Piosik, and it's Life finding BDD in the backline, but he's not going to do enough. Cassante, 1v3 there. Is he going to win that? There's no way. You are not telling me this Cassante is winning. There's 2 fights happening on 2 separate sides of the screen. Berserker, 1 HP on the top side, has taken out Wei, as Dudu in the bot side is trying to win that 1v2, but try as he might, he's not able to. DNF in shambles, just Berserker and Life. The failed bot lane this game. A little bit of technology tried out, but it didn't work out for them. And take a look at this fight yet again. It got broken into a fight on 2 fronts there, and it's all BDD's flank as Dudu tries to ult Cuz in, but Cuz uses his own ult to buffer it, and then BDD, that's what breaks the fight open right there. That ult on Bulldog, that E on Berserker, and that damage on Piosik is so good. Cuz flashes over the wall, and now watch Dudu. Watch Dudu there. Q flash on Dokdan. Takes out the Jhin, and now he keeps fighting this. He's psychopathic there, way on the top side right now, as you can see. Also gets tapped by Berserker's insane amount of damage at this point. And Dudu actually almost wins this. The Unending Despair is so potent. It's so powerful. And if it went for that Ocean Soul, I actually think that might have been had a better chance there. Combination of Spirit Visage and Unending Despair and Cassante E is quite powerful, as Perfect doesn't care about the damage that's being done to him. Look at that. He's the target of everything. He's got an Unending Despair on top of his head as well. Life's doing all his damage. Bulldog's doing all his damage, and he's full HP. He's healing them. They're healing Perfect. They can't do anything to him. He just jumps in. He's going in the back line there. Their fourth shot lands on top of Casante. And now it's time for Sejuani to go down as well. There goes Elise too. And Baron's on the cards now. 5v3. And the Ocean Soul combined with the tank items on this Jace, he's fully unkillable. All the damage they have, they could hit him for 10 seconds and he'd live. DNF. How do you come back from this? There's going to have to be more time for Berserker. He needs more time. He needs to be the one hitting Jace. But even that with Aranu and Zoman. Jace gets more time too, then he's just going to get stronger. Now Baron. Secured. The game's starting to look very, very troubling. Oh, I just realized that if KT win... Oh no. If KT win, I have to buy a Spark. I just realized. That's what I said. Fuck. Alright, that's alright. We can do that. If KT win, I have to buy a Spark. If HLE drop one game, I have to buy a Spark. It's cuz... steps up. A little bit of damage done there by Berserker. It's very high attack speed. But it is mosquito bites, let's be honest. Let's take a look at this fight yet again. I just want you to watch Perfect's health bar. He gets hit by, and I'm not exaggerating, he gets hit by absolutely everything that Bulldog and Life have to offer. He also gets hit by a Glacial Prison. Dudu's in the fray as well. This guy's health hasn't moved. It's gone up. It's going up. Look at that. And then the Jin ult is really, really big there. Weaves that fourth shot in, finds Dudu. And Piosik goes down as well, and Life's super overextended at the end of that trade. We're in a lot of trouble now. We're in a lot of trouble now, DNF. It's now the mid push. It's going to be converted into bot push here. Bot tier 2, next on the agenda. 4KT. Piosik. Going to hit that blast gun. Jump on back. Dockdown shoves in the bot wave. Now KT going to follow this up. Look at where BDD is. BDD always finding his flank angles this game. Unfortunately, only able to connect with Piosik this time. But DNF, this is a fraudulent position to try and hold. This is a very fraudulent position to try and hold, if I do say so myself, as there's the Kaelin ultimate, but it's a mosquito bite. Dockdown's going to heal that in 2 shots. Now BDD, maybe trying to find an angle on Dudu, who's trying to take the 1v1 with Perfect. This is not the fight you want to watch, man. That is, you know, Casante versus Jace to fall asleep to. Lo-fi beats to sleep/chill to right there. Look at this. Damn, I swear they're hurting each other. I swear they are. Because on bot wave, finally DNF had to give some space. Despite that aesthetically pleasing wall of Caitlyn traps. It's going to be DNF losing bot tier 2, losing mid prio as well, and now the curtain call to try and force DNF to back off even more here. Berserker, it's his job to take out that cannon. He does exactly that, and he's going to hold at least one more wave. 30 seconds left on the Baron power play. KT ideally would like a few more towers here. Just a little bit more. Little bit more. It's not going to happen. Reset's going to come through now. They gained 4,000 gold. And look at the gold lead right now. We are looking at a 10,000 gold lead. 2 games in a row for KT. Who are just dismantling DNF in this series. Game 1 was a little bit scary, but in this game, it's just the team fights, hasn't it? It's just the team fights from KT. Looking too good. Stopping DNF in their tracks. And I think the draft as well is a big issue. DNF just doesn't have enough damage to break through that KT. I guess obviously they have Soul, but... And I guess obviously the JC is quite ahead. He has a lot of gold. So maybe in a different game state where the lane swaps are a little bit better, this Elise would be further ahead. The Caitlyn would be a little bit more useful. But I think highlighting this game is BDD's Syndra has been so impactful. What just happened to Berserker? Where has he gone? Where has he gone? That's what ADC is meant to do to people, is cuz. His full heal is the flash forward from Dockdam, says goodbye, ADC diff, see you later, 2 shots and you're dead. And now he's going to go to the rest of the team. Piosik goes down, Dudu in the backline trying to get something done as the W lands on top of Bulldog. He goes down too. Dudu uses the all-out trying to get anything done for his team, but he just cannot. Casante is completely useless when faced with Cuz and his 3 merry goons. Now midwave going to get pushed in. And the game's over, ladies and gentlemen. Just like that, DNF go down in the series 2-1. KT pull it out of nowhere. There's another curtain call. How short is the cooldown on this? Life, you are going to die. You are going to die. Flash out of it, but it's not going to save you, bud. See you later. Life goes down. So do the Nexus Towers, and so does the Nexus. Ladies and gentlemen, 3-16 is the final scoreline of this game as DNF get dismantled. And they're out of the tournament. That's that. DNF, you are done. Group Elder. With another convincing victory, absolutely caving the heads in of Team Baron. And that's that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to rest my voice now. I'm putting the mic down. Because holy fuck, my voice hurts. Ooh, alright, I'm done casting. Well, I'm not. I'm probably going to do a bit. We'll do a bit. What? Ooh, that was an absolute stomper, yeah. It was a good series. I enjoyed that. That was 3 stomps in a row. That was 3 stomps in a row. Hopefully the next one's better though. I need to go get some tea, guys. I'll be honest. I'm struggling. That was fucking tough. That was tough. I was excited. I had fun. I'll be back. I'm gonna get some tea and get some water. Wow, you guys want to see my Christmas? Look at this. Look at the drip. Wait. Look at the drip. Bang. Christmas pants. I'm slaying. Alright, bye. I'll be back. I swear. I'm back. My hair is beyond saving. I thought about using... Alright, it's fine. It's fine. Wait, what if I go lights off? This is so scuffed. Guys, I need some lighting set up, to be honest. I got some English breakfast. Right. What to do? Scene 2. Whoa. Look at that. That's a cool transit. Fades in and out. Alright. Let's do. How much time do I have? Does anyone know, like, when is the next game starting? Does anyone know? Is it... Wait, let me get chat up. I wish I could have chat up while I do. Now you won't sleep. Does English breakfast... Wait, what? What do you mean I won't sleep? Are you telling me that English breakfast has caffeine in it? I know I'm about to look really dumb. Oh, what the fuck? I didn't know that. That's really bad for my voice. I shouldn't do that. What? Wait, am I going to the store and buying peppermint tea right now? Is this what's happening? Literally no one knew this, by the way. No one knew this. This is... You fucking have blown my mind. I've been having this at like 1 a.m. I've been having it like 1 a.m. I've been having it like 1 a.m. Oh my god, I've been having it like 1 a.m. That's not good. Alright, that's alright. I need it. I need it. I was like, why am I not sleeping, bro? I've been watching Suits. I'm looking at myself. I can't stop. I've been watching Suits, and bro, I was like, is the show just that good? Am I just not tired? Like, I was like so awake at like 2 a.m. I was like sipping my tea while I was in bed. Oh, Jesus. That's fine. I've started it now, so we're gonna finish it. What can I do? What can I do? What's even online that's fun? Because it's pleasant. That's why I thought people drank tea. It is pleasant. That's true. That's true. I have to... This is annoying. I need a way to have chat without watching myself. We'll figure it out. Oh! Idea. Phone. Good idea. Phone. I'm on my phone. IRL King is fast, but Mechanic Kid is even faster. Wait, does it post... You're kidding me. Does this post my VODs as videos? That would fucking not be good. Wow, what an insanely high quality stream this is. Why is my camera doing that shit? Hello? Why? Hello? What happened? I go away for 1 second. Elgato. Okay, better. Hello? Hello? Wait, let me... Maybe I'll zoom out a little bit, you know? I'm quite red. Can we fix the brightness? Potentially. Oh, that's it. This is Pokemon light settings. Whoa, I'm red. That's crazy how much that changes. Okay. Pause that. Alright, I have chat now. You guys are there? It's on my phone. Why is it doing that? Hello. Okay. Yeah, see, I told you, it knows I've been watching Suits. I have been. Suits is good. I enjoy it. We could watch some stuff. You know, my issue is that I'm streaming on my Mac right now because I don't know... Why was I doing that? Oh, because it's the only way I can plug in my camera. No, it's not. It is. It is. I swear. Like physically, it was. Like I need a USB to USB A to USB C cable, and then I can plug in my camera, and it's fine. But I don't have that yet. You see. Okay. I need a game. Wait. Run 2. You guys have played Run 2? Why am I asking you? I know you played Run 2. I'm the fucking... I'm a freak at this game. It's true. I also came on my second monitor. We're chilling. Can I continue already? Wait, what were like the cracked cool maths games back in the day? Watch ad for big screen. Can I zoom? What do you mean watch ad for big screen? Bro. Pirates stream some suits for us. Yeah, dude. Wait. Wait, that noise. Oh my god, it's FPS is so dope shit. Oh, I'm trash. It's so slow. I need pro graphics setting. Hello, why can't I change the clock? Okay. You're telling me this is fast? Huh? I'm on baby mode? Was I just like zooted out of my mind when I used to play this game? There's no way it was this slow. I feel like it was giga quick. I'm done. I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. I swear I'm not bad at Run. Game volume is so loud. I hope it was. I hope you enjoyed that. Guys, what even is that? What is there on the internet? I swear. There's nothing, right? It's useless. Wait, no, if I do that, I'll actually ear blast you. Dun, 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 dun. I have no games on my PC. We can watch some set guides. Yeah, 3-minute set guide. Why play set?
Amazing team fighter, he brings tons of CC, he's naturally very tanky, and he's a mannerless champion. However, he lacks engage and can get kited, and later in the game he's not a great duelist relying on team fighting. Set's first passive is he regenerates a portion of his missing health per second. His second passive is his basic attacks alternate between left punches and right punches. Set's left punch is a normal basic attack. His right punch, however, has bonus attack range, attacks 8 times faster than his left punch, and deals additional damage. Set's Q is an auto attack reset, which empowers his next 2 attacks to gain bonus range and deal additional damage. In addition, upon you.
Yes. Alright, enjoy.
Okay, we're live. Alright, the way y'all play dive is you put a trap here where Nautilus doesn't see it. You stand in a spot where he has a tank aggro, you trap him, net him, Q, barrier, GG. Make sure to Q before aftershock, okay? Ready? Start hitting Nautilus.
Oh, sorry.
Barrier.
Sorry.
Hit that man. Bye-bye. Is that easy?
No shield.
Alright, did I have my camera?
I'm walking. I can flash. Oh
That's
my
the
god.
right there.
Oh my god.
Going bot and enemy knowing our supposed recall, they will take Baron here. And I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to prevent this from dropping. Because they have a Callista with a truckload of spears and Baron. Okay, I guess that's how we win this game. End it. Just walk mid and end. That's
this guy has something wrong with him? Like, careful. This is on the internet actually. I should probably be like careful. How do we get it? I've seen this guy. This guy's like challenger on the Brazilian server. He's like giga crack, but he talks like Brazilian guy. So I always expect him to be iron because it gives me like Kadim vibes whenever he plays the clip, and then he's insane. He's like crazy good at the game.
Yeah, I'll meet him here. If you get hooked, I can.
What?
Oh my god, no. No way. This.
That's
No.
crazy.
No way. No.
Useless stuff, kind of.
Actually, it's fine, we fight it. Just take it slow, okay?
Come on, around. Oh,
Cast your flash.
Take it slow, bro.
we're a bit deep.
Out of vision.
I mean, I still wanna fight it though, or we can't.
Kill this guy. And one back after.
No, we can keep going.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, Dan, it's you
Okay,
and
I'm
Zinza,
on it,
bro.
okay?
I just
know
want
this.
flash.
Never mind. You would have killed them both. Oh, this is all you guys pretty good, huh? Oh. You know what's it? Oh? No way. That's a crime. That's a fucking crime. Hope he does the Grom. This guy's a criminal. This guy's a criminal if he gets out. He's such a criminal, it's crazy.
Now go
Oh, they're playing a cool ass hype video in the LCK. Dude, the LCK production value is fucking awesome. It's cool. That's so cool. I reckon when I'm a caster, I'm gonna be LCK LL. Maybe I don't know if I'd rather be LEC though, because like I feel like it'd be so fun to be an LEC caster and go to Worlds, and then like Pokemon.
Yes.
Whereas like I feel like Atlas when he goes to what is this guy's color settings by the way? Hello. This is on new patch.
Go.
By the way, this is on new patch because he's got blood roses.
Nah.
Must be a custom skin to revert. I'm gonna fucking clean everyone. I feel like they did make the new map ugly to an extent. 13 minutes. I got 13 minutes to kill. Wait, this is the shy. Pirate stream some soup. I like you on a pirate stream. Okay. 11 minutes left until HLE vs DRX, by the way, so people keeping track. I'm not skilled enough to put the timer up, so, but I will. I would, rather. Ooh my goodness.
Okay, pretty solid.
You basically Darius. Right there, right? Oh,
Oh, this guy definitely has something wrong.
Oh, brother!
No. No. My streamer. My streamer. Hello. Crazy urn combo, holy. Oh, and he holds the Q till after Mel W. First person I've ever seen play around it. I personally do not play around.
I'm a freaking beast.
Not flash, dude. That guy's good.
I'm a freaking beast.
Yeah, he said I'm a friggin' beast, which is that's a crazy thing to say. I was like, let's go. I guess actually I can't talk. I probably have like some weird ass shit I say when I clutch. What is this shit?
Oh my god.
How's this guy tankier than the fucking planet? But also one tapping everyone. I guess he's 12 and 1 at 27 minutes. Huh?
Get it.
Get it. Yes. Double cast as well to finish it off.
No way.
Looks like this guy plays Ruin. Lost Ratone's Velia. Uh-oh. He's on. Yeah. Yo, B, bro. Fuck you.
Two shot, by the way.
Yo, B. Yo,
I got
B.
my boner, by the way.
Loser. He's gonna have one tap now. I just want a mid beast clip where he gets fucking creamed. Okay, he's not getting one tap. Wait, he's got the hand cam. Bottom left. Like, what is that? Do people think he's a robot? Like, he's proving that he's not scripting, or
Oh my
like,
god!
what does that do for anything? Pencil.
Let's go!
I like the guy who always says bicep dip. I don't know that guy. That's great. Ooh, my goodness, he flashes well, actually, that's clean.
Destruction! Hell yeah!
Did you say destruction? Hell yeah.
Let me sniff that.
You're not safe.
No.
Let me tap that. Press 2. Yeah.
Let's go!
Wait, bounce on volleyball, hello. Whoa, reckless. Yeah, this guy plays support, by the way. Average fucking Enchanter support plays mechanics if they were unleashed. There's no way this guy plays support. Like, he's so fucking leashed in on Janna. It's crazy. Look what he's capable of.
Oh. Insane.
No, I think Enchanter support is low-key insanely hard. And
I don't think she has flash.
in high elo. You know what my take is? This is my take.
Nice.
I think that the easiest role to climb on from bronze to plat is jungle and support, Enchanter support. And then I reckon from emerald, or from plat to emerald to diamond, from plat to diamond, I reckon it's lanes, solo lanes. I reckon mid and top are way easier. Probably top is easier than mid, honestly. Because it's, like, I feel like on jungle and support, you can get to plat like Ludwig did by literally just existing. And just you play the game a bunch, and like in Ludwig's case, I think jungle's the easiest because in Ludwig's case, like you can just like literally just farm 8 minutes, by the way, until HLE. You can literally just like fucking farm every game perma, and then just like bang. You know what I mean? Like you can have a very consistent game plan every game as jungler that doesn't change, and then you can just like play and it's chill, and you'll just have like way more CS than your enemy jungler, and you'll just be super strong that way. But I feel like once you suck into the point where enemy jungler is also CSing good, no matter what, then it gets a little bit tougher to climb. And the concepts you need to like climb from plat to diamond are like esoteric and not possible to implement in gameplay. Whereas in top, it's like the difference between a bronze top laner and a diamond top laner is there's like a little bit of game knowledge stuff, yeah, sure, but it's like 90% mechanics and like execution and like wave state and fundamentals and stuff, which is much more like it's so much harder. The initial effort to be able to go from like bronze to gold in the lane is fucking insanely hard because you need to know what every champ does, know your matchups, like be good at micro. Whereas in jungle, it's like you do not need any of that. You just need to fucking have a plan. And then from emerald to diamond, it's like in top, it's like for me, literally all I had to do was really work on my spacing and like my mechanics, and just like come into a game with a plan. Whereas I feel like for jungle, it's like you need to like lock in on your win conditions and shit, and like fucking anyway. I think it's dumb that when you off flash it fizz. I think it's dumb.
Triple.
Is this trick to G? Is he still playing? No way. Why is he bowling? He's getting fucking clapped. Just timid that away. He's gonna stop shooting. Bold 2G.
Fucking
Dude, DRX is about to get that fucking anus open. Flash is such a nice mechanic for Casante. Probably wins this. It's so funny to me just how much Casante mechanics have changed. Just, oh my god. That's pretty sick. Need a minion.
Come here.
He catches this as W.
No, he gets the Infernal Cinder.
EW?
You fucking
EW? Yeah. EW, sorry.
Until
It's risky,
screams.
but if
Lobal's playing
yeah.
Jinta.
We'll
Wait,
see.
what skin is
I
this?
can't.
Don't say sure.
What skin is this? It's so pretty.
Wait, what the fuck? That Ziggs is crazy.
Ziggs is
He
fucking
gets it
insane.
Ziggled.
That
Oh
Ziggs
my
is
God,
crazy.
wait, that
What the
Ziggs
hell?
is crazy.
That's what Keijo said. 5 minutes.
Okay.
What is that?
I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, what is
Kaisa, by
Stop,
the way.
stop.
it?
It's gonna make
someone shot
sense.
them
It's literally Kaisa, by the
Halo
way.
3 with the needler.
That's so obvious.
You're running out of time, boss.
You don't know from these guys?
No.
You serious?
Oh, it's surfing.
What is that? That's supposed to be a microphone?
Oh, no. That is not surfing. Alright, watch another snaps. Watch another snaps. Let's watch Shen highlight. 4 minutes. 4 minutes until like the pregame starts though, isn't it?
Oh my god.
That's nice. What the fuck is this?
otro?
This is the average null player.
Dale, queridos.
Oh, here we go.
Not bad. Do I have to accept this? Like, what's this thing? Right, excuse me. Please allow.
Come here.
I feel like Victor's become more annoying.
Victor.
He's like,
Good.
he's just annoying to look at now. Like, I like the visual rework. Like, I'm a rare enjoyer of, I think the Victor visual rework is really cool.
Oh my god,
But he's
very
like
good.
low-key annoying to play against. He's ugly as fuck. But he's not ugly, he's like, he's like, you know what I mean?
Ah, hell nah, bro.
Even then, they have a Zoe in early game, so giving grubs is a good thing. What?
my mid laner. That's crazy.
There's no way I stepped out of it, no?
Oh my god! Boom!
Oh my fucking god. You didn't kill anyone. Is this me or the fucking Yasuo players? They always press their keyboards way louder than everyone else, then? Like, this guy's hammering his shit.
I'll just end it like this, I
Oh
think.
my goodness, funny.
Holy so.
What's in here?
Like, you're gonna hear this guy in a second, he's gonna absolutely fucking annihilate his keyboard. Dude, I was trying to make a point, like, you have to fucking hammer your keyboard like, bro. Fuck that.
W.
Oh my fuck. 1 minute.
To get me my Aatrox statue, it's just gonna start malfunctioning. Uh-oh.
He ruined them at the end as well, That's crazy. 50 seconds. Okay. Alright, 45 seconds. I just want the game to stop, man. Fuck sign out. Let's see on my second longer. This guy's a psycho. The way this guy laughs is ridiculous. He has to be putting it on. Wait, have you guys seen that fucking photo of this guy with the two girls? Like, pink one with the girls, and he's like, he's too scared to touch them. He's like, there's these two girls who want to take a photo with him, and he's like hovering his arms around their shoulders instead of like putting his arms around them because he's like has Shaker player fucking girl repellent. Alright, here we go. Game is hopefully starting up. I'm not streaming the LCK. I mean, whoopsie, that's not what I meant to do. Can I swap that? Hello, hello, hello. This. Whoa, what happened to my fucking cam? He doesn't tell me I was red. Right. Okay. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Let me just. Ooh. Hello, I'm in focus. Alright, here we go. This guy said Bunda. What the hell? LCK Arena. The stream on this monitor is like 5 seconds ahead of the stream on my second monitor, and it's very off-putting when we're actually in the game. Sing a happy birthday. Is it Zeus' birthday? Oh, you already know I'm glaze training, bro. I'm like captain of the glaze train already. That's my big. I'm a big glazer. It's well known. He's turning 21. Oh, wait, he's older than me. Ha, he's older than me. Zeus is older than me. That means that I am impressive. It's true. Mother loves me. How much watch hours do I have? Can I earn money yet? No, I cannot. Actually, maybe I can. You never know. Put me in draft, please, Chronicler. Put me in draft. Put me in draft. I'm gonna lock in for draft. You guys have never heard? We have 1 year to win Worlds twice. No, real, actually. I will. I'm gonna do it. I swear. I swear. I'm gonna break my monitor. I swear. I swear. What do I'm trying to make it so I can full screen this shit. No, I can't do it. The only problem. That'll be lower. Wait, I have an idea. So, what I have to do is just make this slightly bigger. Make it a little bit bigger. Now my little face is covered. We can't have that. I'm sorry. Where's the... Hello? I don't know how much of the screen I'm allowed to... I don't know, dude. I don't know. It could be anything. It could be... This is not illegal. If it's illegal, there's 4 viewers, man. Come on. Like, come on, man. I swear. I swear. It's good that this automatically uploads the VODs though, because it means that I can fucking edit them and leech the shit out of this. Like, my plan... Can we please get a game festival? Wait, HLE's on a 10-game win streak against DRX, by the way. I could low-key turn off the stream right now.
By the way, Teddy
I'll do that.
is coming back today, and we got fans from Houston, we got fans from Kentucky.
I can't cast all this.
For Teddy, as you can see there, the teddy bears, and obviously the Teddy written there. So lots of people coming down to watch Teddy's return. I'm just glad that he's healthy and that he's back.
Who will win a super team with a two-time world champion winning substitute coming in? Right, Zayas replacing Doran was the biggest news of the offseason. Multiple world champions on this roster. The Orange Tank or SpongeBob and his buddies. That's what we're saying. There is the Faker of Hawks. There is Yukel coming back from the LPL. The Human Nexus back at it again. And what a fight it would be if DRX actually bring us a distance here. We're building it up because realistically, even with Teddy coming back, I do actually think that Lazyfield had a great time. I don't think that alone is going to be enough. We need to see a real step up when it comes to particularly the team performance of DRX. Because even though I feel like Combo haven't really been on the same page, I don't know if DRX can make use of that space that has been given. As this man, definitely the most talked about move of the offseason. So far, it feels like...
Get the LCK casters to do the work for me. There's no point.
Both T1 and him are still finding their footings without one another.
He feels very out of place, which I think is to be expected in a
It'll take
way.
time. Yeah.
It'll take time when you play with the same roster, when you debut with the same roster that you played with for all that time, and you only know one roster and one shot caller and one system, and then you have to make a huge change, right? And I think Zeus has been doing that, and it's been showing that he has been struggling. We know he's still a good player. Form is temporary, and I think once he gets online and once this Orange Tank all comes together, all the pieces come together, they're obviously going to be a strong team, and they are a strong team. They've only lost to Gen G, but we'll see their true potential at that time, I think. As Viper, sniffling a little bit, hope he's okay as well. It is a bit of flu season over here, so we get the zoom in on the hands of the Human Nexus. Teddy is back.
Looking good as well. Happy to see Teddy back. As good of a job as Lazyfield did. Considering the circumstances, always going to feel really good to have the player back at LoL Park, ready to perform here today. Undale gonna have to step up here today if they want to get even a single game in. I think would actually be a big deal. KT is currently sitting at a +1 score, so if DRX lose 2-1, I think actually that still wouldn't be enough because they would still go down. So I guess they have to win, which does make the whole equation a lot harder.
Just win.
Just win.
You get that higher seed.
On paper, Feldas, this one seems like a no-brainer. But I got a feeling that it's going to be a good time, but I don't know for which team.
Here we go.
Yeah.
That's scary. Look at these scores. 3-1, 2-2.
Obviously. Yeah, I actually forgot that Hololive also lost to DK. That makes a lot of sense. Especially because DK is undefeated.
That's not real. That's not actually.
So DRX, they have Blue Side. Blue Side has been pretty strong here at the LCK. Can they start off with a quick victory, catching Hololive Esports off guard? What is Yucal gonna play?
Sansa taken away. Jace, probably the highest prio pick that is still open. Varus and Ashe also both there. Vi, another one that I would not be surprised to see Sponge pick up early. Sponge, really still embracing, as the ban does come through, the challenger in that some of his games looks incredible, and then other games just kind of dies a lot.
You know which game he had trouble on? Which champ? Pantheon.
What is that trash?
A lot of our junglers have been struggling. You know what he looks great on was Nidalee.
Which that's still, out of any jungler, the fact that Sponge has actually been making the Nidalee work, and the team has been playing around it well, has kind of blown my mind. Because, Nidalee is notoriously one of the hardest champs to execute, and Sponge, again, has had great moments, but not consistently. But the Nidalee has actually looked good. Also, feel like this should necessitate a pick away of some of the AD mids. Obviously, the Yone is already taken away. That's the big one. But even Jace could theoretically be flexed. So I mean, taking that early on, definitely a big win. And also, Zeus, he's the lightning guy. Jace is one of his most iconic champions. And the champion right now is absurdly strong.
It's very good. It doesn't lose lane to anything. It's super tanky and does damage. It's just one of those champs that LCK teams will love. And not just LCK teams, but teams around the world. Because it's just so reliable. It's hard to lose with it. And Ambessa was the next choice on the list. Maybe you could have thought about a Rumble, but not wanting to play that one. And the Leona will also be locked in here for Ondil.
Leona Prio provides good setup that you really do need. Even Ambessa, I think funnily enough, can feel somewhat reliant on setup because of how much of her kit in teamfights at least relies on getting an ult off. With Nidalee, goes without saying as well. As it's Sejuani here coming through for Peanut. I was kind of expecting him to also go for a support lock-in, because now DRX have plenty of opportunity to ban away some of those. What this does do is it also kind of hides where everything is going. We don't really know what's going to happen with Jace again. Most likely, going to go to Zeus. We'll see what DRX thinks of this. Now 80 character can get further thinned out. This is game 1, so I don't know how much you really want to do. Maybe just bend the Ezreal, leave it at that.
I think it's a mid-man now.
Yeah, I think the Ezreal's a good shout. Take that one away.
Do you bet Renata if you're PRX? Ferris Renata is a very,
I don't know if I'm scared of
very uninteractive lane.
Rel? Okay. The Rel gonna come out here.
It is the line.
Denying Delight.
It's like Rel Recombat, maybe?
And Ambessa was picked. And Rumble. Follow-up ban here.
Maybe not trusting. Because there is still the opportunity here for DRX to do some flexing as well.
Yeah.
Could even go towards something like the Ziggs, just try and neutralize the lane completely. If you pick up another 80 top laner, you flex Ambessa out of mid. I'm pretty sure Yukel was the first guy that did it, and I guess the Rakan leaving it open makes sense given that you are playing Leona into it, which I don't think is as much of a counter as it was, but it is still solid. Zaire taken away from Zeka. Zeka has been fine, I think, this season, but if you ask me right now who I think the better mid is, it's probably Yukel.
Yeah. Right now, at this point in time, it's definitely
It has to be, right?
For sure.
How he's been performing thus far?
I do think that he hasn't really been tested just yet, to be honest.
That's fair.
I do think that Group Baron was pretty weak overall.
Well, because Yukel's not in it. He can't play against himself.
Exactly.
It's just Ashe.
Yeah,
kind of a no-brainer. Interesting to see that it makes it this far through the draft, and what is the actual setup going to be? No. I know it won twice.
Yeah.
I know we doubled the wins.
We're on a winning streak.
This can't be the answer, you.
2 in a row.
No!
Yeah, the guy who got multiple stolen Nico 5-man knockups in team fights is now going to be playing Corki. Camille gets locked in.
Oh god.
So
yeah,
that's going top lane against the Ambessa.
So instead of picking any...
Well, I'm excited for this. I'm a sucker for Camille, by the way. I think Camille's really sick. Let's do it. Let's run it. Here we go. Let's run it. Put me in the game. I think the matchups to watch out for is I'm going to put this here. I can still see chat, by the way. Yeah, I think the matchups to watch out for, obviously, top is going to be quite volatile. Camille and Ambessa is a matchup that we potentially could see solo kills. I wonder if Zeus is going to play Ignite TP setup. That's something that is probably on his mind. I would be shocked, though. I think Flash is a very versatile spell in professional play, and particularly versatile on Camille, so I think Ignite TP might be a little bit too greedy. I don't think Poppy's as mega of a pick as HLE might have thought it was. I don't know how good it is in lane. So realistically, like, versus Leona, yeah, it stops her from eating in, right? But I think otherwise, it's going to have a tough time doing much. I think versus Ashe, it's going to be tricky for it to find an engage angle. Although, you know, maybe Delight, with his wrist injury, is feeling it. And if he is, then we'll see how it goes. There's a load onto the Rift tip. Hopefully. Anytime now. I love how they zoom in on the characters. It's so funny, man. One day they need to animate those, so like breathing, you know what I mean? That'd be funny. Alright, here we go. Now we're loading onto the Rifts. using that LOL director to get that very cinematic cut. And Bessa spam clicking and base, and Zeus with the prestige Winter Blessed Camille coming onto the rift. Poor Rider Sejuani absolutely ravishing against the gate there. Zeka on Jace mid. Going up against Yukel on Corki. Now, Yukel has just been hyped up to me by the commentators, so I'm going to be interested in how this works out. And it's a lot on Sponge this game. That is the number one thing, is that he's the solo AP. He's going to be going up against 2 tanks and a Poppy, who are going to love to just, if they can, build full armor. They just want to do that. That's what they want to do. And so if the Sponge falls behind, if there's some good counter jungling from Peanut, if potentially there's some invades that work out for HLE, it's when you could start to see a little bit of trouble. A little bit of sweat on the brows of HLEs. The Varus Q, first damage of the game landed by Viper there. Pokes out Teddy, says, hello. Welcome to the big league, son. Actually, DRX are 3-1 at HLE and 2-2. That is crazy. That's not something I expected. HLE, obviously the winners of last season, they got a lot stronger as well. Zeus for Doran is a trade that, I mean, it was an unexpected one at that, but it was a very happy one. As Zeus, starting with a hook shot, forces out Yukal's flash 1 minute 35 seconds into the game there. And that is a very nice start for HLE fans, of which I'm among them. I count myself as an HLE fan. Zeus, brought up in the house of T1, very good understanding of the lane swaps, although was often caught out there. As going to see, this is why the Poppy was picked, actually. It's picked because it's so powerful in the lane swap versus Ambessa. I didn't think about that factor. I was just thinking about how it works in the 1v1 versus Andal. But it turns out versus Ambessa, Poppy's quite a strong champion. As she's going to be zoned off XP, the next question is, can the level 2 dive happen in either lane, bottom or top? Pretty easy to dive a Camille, pretty easy to dive an Ambessa. Well, somehow Zeus has scanned his way to level 2 already. Must have leached a bunch of XP off mid. Rich hasn't had the same luxury. As the resets come through from Andal, Rich is called that he's going to get dove here, and I think he's right. If Andal does not make that in time, it's going to be tricky. Zeus is playing Flash, by the way, with the Grass setup. Grass Jace mid as well. His top wave hasn't crashed yet. Looks like Andal will make it in time, so no shenanigans going to go down in the first 2 minutes, 40 seconds of the game. Rich, pretty healthy as well, actually. 0 CS on both top laners. How miserable is this? So Rich actually takes a trade, gets his first CS of the game. Congratulations. Wouldn't call him Rich, though. 21 gold lead towards Zeus there. Has 3. 4 CS, and there's a massive gap in the top so far. That's crazy. But HLE might be in a bit of trouble. The flash forward from Andal was immediately flashed by Delight. It's great reaction time there. 10 times out of 10, he's flashed that E. Delight's a little bit too clean on this. As Teddy wants to pull a full lane swap here. It's going to be a reset from Rich, interrupted by Viper. Now the tempo for Zeus is a lot better. He's going to be up a significant amount of XP in that 1v1 just because of how late Rich's resets truly is. So my quality on my stream has gone down to 4%. That's shocking. Sponge with a 3 minute 30 second full clear on the Nidalee, matched almost exactly by Peanut. Xandal ease in onto Viper. The trade is punished by Delight. Comes in from the side. Doesn't quite land Andal into the wall. The trade's still winning. Zeki using that acceleration gate for movement speed. And definitely not for landing his QE, that's for sure. Yukel down 1 CS so far. Laning phase fairly even in mid, actually. Would have thought this matchup's significantly more volatile. I wouldn't have even been surprised if I saw Zeka maybe playing the Electrocute setup, looking for that solo kill. Obviously, it would be scandalous if he were to play Ignite, but I think Electrocute Ignite versus Corki is another Q. He's actually going to go wide there, but he's just using it to set up his reset. He's going to TP back with Tyr in hand, and the bot lane matchup for Zeus is looking very good here. 22 CS to 12. He's going to be up a little bit of XP. You can look at those level up timers there. Zeus, on the next melee minion, will be hitting level 5. Going to have a tough time crushing the wave, though, because Sponge is hovering bot side, and Rich takes quite a nice trade there. On the level 5 timer, Zeus looking for a short trade. Gets exactly that, and great hook shot as well. This guy's trading pattern is so clean. That was perfect. Utilized the Camille shield to block everything Ambessa threw at him. On his level up timer as well. And that's why this guy is, I mean, he's a Worlds winner. You gotta remember that. His laning fundamentals and mechanics are, I mean, they are, as you'd expect, as you'd hope, they are S tier. They are top class. Now HLE, on the top side of the map, have lost a bit of priority. This is what I was worrying about the Poppy pick here, is that unless there are specific conditions for it in the 1v1, it does struggle. Sorry, in the 2v2, it does struggle. It struggles to find engage angles. It struggles to be valuable at all. And because the lane swap's already been reversed to an extent, Poppy's sort of been neutralizing the matchup, and HLE going to struggle to get top push in. Barring Teddy taking a reset here, which is exactly what's happening. Grubs is going to spawn in 24 seconds. Drake is already up, and it looks like the first major fight of the game might be over Grubs here. Ucal wandering his way up through the river. Zeka matching it. And Zeus, notably, is making a move, and Rich is not, though. So it's going to be a 5v4 for HLE. DRX need to sniff this out. They need to figure out that Zeus is not bot right now. Zeus is fighting on the Grubs, and if they want to fight this Grubs 5v4, they will lose. Zeus shows mid. Now Rich walks up. He doesn't have teleport. Sponge throws a fishing cue there. And Zeus doesn't have vision in that bush. He might actually get caught out if Andal pulls the trigger here, but he's not going to. Grub's given over entirely by DRX. Opt to defend their mid tower instead. Continue scaling up into the game. Corky 63 CS, Jason 62, and the farm is very, very good actually from both of those players. Belly missed a single minion. At this point in the game, to have 10 CS a minute is quite an impressive feat, particularly in a matchup that is, I mean, it's quite hard. Both these players obviously will be playing to their limits. They'll be trying to poke each other out. And to CS that well under that much pressure, it just goes to show that the caliber player we're dealing with on both sides here, Zeka and Ucal, as the dive might actually be happening here. Peanut does not have ult, notably, and Ucal is level 6. Andal's hovering him, so no dive there. On the other side of the map, because Peanut shows topside, DRX going to trade the Drake. They'll be happy with that, that's for sure. Another 1/3 of a feat of strength over to the side of DRX. 1-for-1 on the objectives now, and the game state is exactly dead even. 800 gold lead technically to HLE, but it's fully negligible. Majority of it is spread very evenly across the team. Not a realistic lead in any lane. A fight yet to break out though. The soul of this game will not be Ocean and it will not be Cloud. That's two things to keep track of. We can still see a Chemtech, but otherwise we're looking at Hextech, Infernal Mountain. Those are big prior souls. So next Drake is going to be something DRX and HLE both want, if not just for that feat of strength priority. It's also for the quality of soul that they're going to be staring in the face here as Zeka catching the mid-wave that Teddy threw to him. Now bot wave prior going to be acquired by Viper. The question is, when does DRX ever want to get aggressive here? Right, HLE as a team with priority in mid-wave. Is the team actually with priority in bot wave? So DRX just going to be on the receiving end of a few blows here. As I'm saying that, it looks like a dive is going to be coming through. This time Peanut is level 6. No cleanse on Andil. Teddy is playing his though. And I wonder if we're going to be able to force out anything as Delight is there to match it. There's the Glacial Prison on top of Andal. The ult from Ash is good there, but the flash ult from Varus is enough to get first blood. And Viper, once more, he's going to continue fighting. Delight to back him up. Zeka has that shock blast still, can flash in if he so chooses. And there's Delight's engage on top of Teddy. Forces his flash out with Zeka. Once more, he takes one auto, but it gets blocked by Sponge. The shock blast not there to finish, but Viper's good enough with the auto attack. Ucal on the flank this time. Can he get anything done? No mana for the Glacial Prison on Ucal, but Delight wants to dive and he's going to get it. Ucal goes down. This fight is extremely Hammer Life one-sided. Very favored. All this team. 3 kills over to them, and the bot priority. Meanwhile, Zeus got top shove in, gets a nice recall off. He's up 2 levels in the isolated 1v1. Just one now. 45 CS to 64, and that Camille is going to be off the rails. If she continues like this, we take a look at what led up to this. It's Peanut. With his target selection here, he's very precise. He picks Andal because he knows that if he glacial augments Teddy, what happens is that it gets cleansed immediately, and the fight breaks out. And the fight dissipates. But HLE, they want the fight to keep going. They understand that in the extended trade that they're playing numbers right now. Delight uses his E on a minion to force out Teddy's flash, and then Zeka, once Teddy doesn't have flash, gets him really low. Viper with the finish. Now Ucal, slightly overextended, and Delight finds another great angle here. Finish him off. And really, I think Delight was the MVP of that play. Played it insanely well. And the other thing you've got to keep track of is it gives time for HLE's other members, and by other member I mean Zeus, to get more items, more gold. The further behind DRX is in the game, the more time that HLE's comp has to scale, and I do think they have the outscale on them. I think particularly in the side lane, Camille versus both Corky and Ambessa will be an unsolvable problem if we get to 33 minutes in the game. As now, already, Taking a very good trade, Zeus versus UCal. The big one does even it out towards the end, though. A couple more trades like that, though. Zeus will be able to utilize the Hextech Ultimatum to its fullest. As Grub's going to go over to HLE again. Notably, that feat of strength, the feat of warfare, was claimed by HLE in that bot skirmish. So this Grub is going to be one closer to HLE just claiming the feats of strength for themselves. As much as I meme on it, as much as I say it's not as good as people think it is still nice to have, as now Grub's actually going to be contested by DRX. Sponge steals one away. Mid priority was established. Actually, no, they cheated on mid priorities. Now the Glacial Prison is actually going to miss. Zekka on the flank there, trying to look for something. They found Teddy. Teddy's going to go down first, and Zekka's barely alive there. Rich trying to finish off the kill. He's able to. Hextech Ultimatum utilized, and they're going to lock down that Ambessa. And Dill on the top side of the fight mates it out, and Zeus dives in on the bot. Sponge takes him out. The prize of Grub's still up and available. But DRX actually going to force HLE to back out of this, I think. It's going to be a little bit too hard to continue playing this fight. That one's smited away. That Sponge gets 2 for his team. That's 2 Grubs. Only the third to fight over as Delight's poking and prodding. He looks to disengage as the TP comes through from Zekka. If the fight continues going here, I think HLE will be the ones with the advantage as Peanut misses everything with his dash, but Zekka has so much damage. But it's a 1v4 for him. Suddenly his whole team has vanished in front of him as the Shock Blast barely misses UCal. And Zekka just gets out. TP from Rich was just off vision, so HLE didn't understand they're still fighting at even numbers. Then Peanut with a slight mechanical misplay just wasn't good enough to win that fight out for HLE, and suddenly this game state is not as winning as I was just assuming it was. Because you're looking at a dragon spawning in 1 second, you're looking at a very winning fight for DRX. Just take a look at how this was played. Glacial Prison goes wide, Zekka tries to get that flank off. And they do target select Teddy very well there, but Viper's being completely zoned off by Andal. Hextech Ultimatum's great on Rich. Target selection again is perfect. Viper does manage to get that done, but then Zeus dives in a little bit too deep. And yet again, look at the TP from Ambessa there. It's on a control ward. So it's not seen by HLE, but they think they have the numbers advantage here, so they want to keep playing the fight, but they have a significant HP disadvantage. Delight can't go back in there. And Peanut misses his Q. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. HLE now left in a little bit of a troubling situation. Neither team did secure that feat of strength for the Grubs, so Drake is going to be very important here. Particularly for HLE, they'd like this a lot. Not just for the feat of strength, but also because DRX got that first Ocean Drake. Now with mid-priority, they're going to be able to walk into River. Control ward already established, but DRX have vision of the Drake, so they're not going to be scared until that vision gets destroyed. So on the bot side, Zekka taking a very aggressive trade. And look at how strong this Jace build is. He can go Shojin first, and he gets that damage and tankiness. It's ridiculous. You can really understand why Jace is such a powerful pick in the meta right now. I think importantly, very importantly for DRX's game plan, their solo AP Nidalee is the one getting the kills. And that's very important. The reason it's important is because it makes it difficult. We might have a fight breaking out there. Makes it difficult for Peanut, for Delight, for Zekka to itemize full armor. Because if they do that, then they're going to be getting destroyed by this fed Nidalee. It's very important that Sponge keeps his lead here. If he is to fall behind, then that's when the team fighting becomes much more difficult for DRX. They already think it's going to be hard the later the game goes on. Concerned about the damage they have, whether or not it's going to be enough. As Drake is actually going to be contested here. Sponge forced out of the pit because he lost mid-priority. Peanut on vision, forcing Sponge out of the jungle yet again. And there's just so much pressure being applied from HLE around the map right now. As bot tower is going to be the first tower to fall, and this will actually be the feat of strength as Rich is getting Hextech Ultimatum in the top side. Delight is there to back him up, and you can't avoid dashing in the Poppy W when you're playing Ambessa. It's too hard. So he does exactly that, and he gets outplayed by himself, and he goes down. Bot tower goes. Now top tower is going to go as well, and suddenly in 5 seconds of play, HLE have just got an objective on the top side of the map, bot side of the map, and then potentially going to get Drake. Out of absolutely nowhere, they make magic. That is what you'd expect out of a team. The caliber of HLE, this is a team that should be winning this game. This is a team that, by all rights, should be winning the LCK. If it weren't for Gen G and Ruler coming into that roster, which is a whole nother story. There's the feats of strength. Now, early in the game, that gold value is a little bit stronger on the tier 2 boots than it is later in the game. 5 more armor on Jace's boots is important. The move speed on Varus' Swifties is important. Particularly when Varus gets Swift March, as I always say, Swift March, man, it's a lot stronger. You can't put a gold value on that iron, mostly because it increases your tempo on the map. It allows you to walk places faster, plus get a lot more gold. As we see what happened on this top side is just Zeus. He just engaged. Delight's there to follow up. Slight overstep from Rich there. And he gets punished for it. Peanut going to take the Drake here. Now that feats of strength are off the table, we get to see what soul it's going to be, and it's Hextech Soul, and that is alarm bells ringing in the heads of DRX and HLE. Holy crap, we need that, is what they're thinking. It's game-endingly strong. Potentially going to see a Ruinous Atacon as well. 4 kills to 6 at 15 minutes. Not 100% sure what it's going to be. Can't tell from the icon. The Rift Herald's up now. Viper has mid-priority. The Sponge walking into the topside jungle there. In the bot 1v1, I think Zeus should be able to get insane priority by himself. And Bess is not going to be able to live if Camille puts her in the ult, particularly after this one item spike. 700 gold lead favoring Zeus there. From level 1, it was already a bit cooked for the Ambessa. As there's the Asher, forces out the cleanse of Viper, but the Herald is going to go down, I think, without a contest here. Unless DRX can weave their way into this, and it looks like they're doing exactly that. Glacial Prison is going to miss, and Zeka seems to be the target, but he might be a little bit too tanky as Andal is the one to go down first. No, he's not. Public Execution lands on top of Peanut there, and Rich is going insane in this team fight, but it's all on Zeus. Uses the Hextech Ultimate and takes him out of the equation. Says, all right, now we're in a 3v3. The Poppy ult makes it a little bit more obvious what's going on in the fight. But at the end of the day, DRX have another winning team fight on their hands. This time off the back of Rich. Last time, a little bit different, but Rich absolutely cooked the entirety of HLE in that scenario. Very well played. By the new top laner. Which I'm not sure if he's new or not. It all starts with this Asher landing on Viper. If you take a look at this. Viper now has no cleanse for this fight. Peanut misses the Glacial Prison yet again. Zeka is the target they call because Sponge, UCal, and Andal can all hit him. They almost get him down, but then Rich lands this massive public execution, followed by a flash WE combo in the backline, chunking absolutely everyone on HLE out. And at that point, the fight's over. Herald gets secured by Sponge in the midst of it all. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are really going to be looking at a Ruinous Atacon here. So Herald gets utilized in mid lane. Going to try and take this mid-tier 1 out, and that's a big deal if it happens. Peanut, the gatekeeper, trying to stop it, but I don't think he can. The Sponge right-clicking that tower. Ooh, barely lives. On the next wave, though, it's going to be troubling. It's the QE from Jace. He's going to do a little bit of poke damage, a little bit less than it otherwise should have. If he were to be building full damage Jace that we're so used to seeing, but what's the trade-off when you go this take Jace? Is your poke damage a little bit less, but your teamfight power, on the whole, a lot higher, as the Asher used there, knowing that Viper doesn't have cleanse. Would have been able to follow up with a Solar Flare, potentially lock down that kill. It's calmly dodged. No big deal for Viper. Playing with death. Zeka has big bot priority, and this is, I think, where T1's comp... Sorry, I look at Zeus, I said T1. Where HLE's comp is going to come online. HLE is a comp that works so well in the 1-3-1 because Camille is going to beat Ambessa on the sideline. Let's hold that thought because we have a Solar Flare landing on top of 2 members of HLE. Glacial Prison to back it up, and this fight is actually not that good for DRX. It looked very good at the start. But fighting in a choke point versus Viper versus Zeka, it's quite a difficult task to accomplish, as I was saying. What HLE's comp likes to do is play through these sidelines. You see Zeus is slow pushing this. The reason he's slow pushing this is because Rich can't walk up. If Rich walks up, Zeus will kill him. So by slow pushing it, he's stopping Rich from getting minions. He's literally just denying Rich XP in front of his eyes. And this is something that Zeus is going to be able to do all game long. He's going to slowly exacerbate his lead over Rich, and then eventually he's going to be able to use that lead and have a big enough lead to take that to tier 2 towers and to start chipping away at them. To start eventually looking to slow dive Rich over the course of 2, maybe 3 waves. And then that's when more than one player has to go top, has to match that Camille. And once you get to the point where 2 players need to match 1, that's when HLE can start to cook on the other side of the map. Using that Jace versus the Corki as well. It's going to be a winning matchup for Zeka, literally just because of the strength of the build. He's gone for the Manamune second as well. A bit more damage oriented than the last one. I can't tell if that's Voracious or Ruinous. I'm getting the vibe that it's probably Voracious. I get a Voracious vibe. you'd like never see Ruinous in these games. Xandil. Clear out the vision there as Atacon has spawned now 21 seconds on the Hextech, so I'm interested to see what the teams prioritize more as Zeus has full autonomy on the side lane. That's what I'm talking about. TP is up for him though, so the fact that Zeus is in bot lane playing with TP, it does scream to me that this Atacon is going to be what's contested, and it is exactly that. It's the voracious form. Confirmed by the ability just then that Atacon has used. It's being started up by DRX. I don't know if they actually think they can take this. It's quite ambitious. A T1-esque play there. T1 Atacon. This is what I'm talking about. The slow dive from Zeus on the bot side of the map, right? He can just chip away at that tier 2 tower over the course of 3 or 4 waves. Nothing that Rich can even do about it because he's so far behind in the matchup. So much XP has been stolen away from him. Now HLE looking to collapse on this Atacon. The first person to get caught out is Sponge, hit by the lights engaged into the wall, followed up with the Glacial Prison. Now the TP comes through, and Teddy and Yukal are caught out here as Andal is going to go down on the bot side of the map to Viper. Now Yukal and Teddy need to get away here somehow, but the hookshot is too good, followed up with the Hextech Ultimatum, and Zeus is going to take out both. Atacon, hopefully, should not leash here for HLE, and now they're going to be able to take this as well. Will this be the first game today we've seen where Atacon has been claimed by the losing team? I don't think so. I think once Atacon goes down here, it should be quite easy for HLE to snowball this lead. Potentially into a top tier 2. Potentially into Drake. Potentially, most likely, into a mid tier 1. Rich wasn't able to TP to the fight. As you take a look at the engage that started it all, it's all delight. Look at his angle here. He finds Sponge, and Sponge is trying to E out the Glacial Prison to follow. It's too good there from HLE. Then Andal, Teddy and Yukal are all split from each other. Andal the first to fall. But they do manage to trade out Zekka at least. Tank Jace. Maybe would have lived there. But then it's impossible to play though, so that's Zeus. A little bit too strong. Camille TPing through from the side lane. Wasn't matched by Rich, who's now going to be punished for his sins, overstaying for the bot tier 1. Death is on the horizon for this young man, unless he can escape. The Glacial Prison to make sure he can't though. Not sure what they get from that kill. Potentially they get the Hextech Drake for free. That's true. I think the question on HLE's mind is, can we also extend this into a bot tier 2? They're going to drop tier 1 top, that's okay. HLE, they want more. They've got bigger things to think about, bigger fish to fry than a top tier 1. First fish on the agenda is the Drake. Next fish is bot tier 2. Next one's going to be mid tier 2 if they can potentially take this pressure from bot to mid. Using this voracious Atacon, might be able to get something done as Andal, Celestial Opposition gets popped. Now mid tier 2. Gonna be under threat. This comp is so hard to stop. Once they get Siegen, it's hard to stop him. Let's look at the amount of damage. Zeus actually gonna flash in immediately, almost one-shot Teddy. Delight tries to follow it up, but he can't quite get the damage done. The voracious Atacon's now starting to trigger, starting to proc. I really thought that Zeus just one-shot Teddy there. That was amazing. We barely lived Teddy. That's the Camille damage. Coming through. 2-item Camille. Once she's online, man, really is very powerful. Very tanky as well. Opted for Sterak's Gauge second instead of Ravenous Hydra. People often play Ravenous Hydra on Camille. She's a champ that doesn't have a lot of self-sustain. But I think for this iteration, when you're just teamfight oriented, when you're just trying to, peel for Viper. You got Viper on your team. You know how Viper in solo queue, right? Ooh, Yukal. Whoa! A little bit of a Tokyo drift there from Peanut, but Yukal's still going to go down. Despite the fact the Glacial Prison barely missed. Zandil is also overextended there, forced to flash away from the Chains of Corruption. Zekka's going down as well. There's so much happening on the map right now. People overextending left and right. They're all getting punished for it. There's HLE forced out of the jungle now, but Zeus is on the top wave, and that's the big deal. Despite the fact that he's actually able to get the Raptors here as well, Peanut. All members of DRX don't want him to do that. And maybe the public execution is going to be enough to stop this rampaging boar from stealing some small little chickens away from his jungler. In fact, it is not. Really Spears going to be sidestepped there by Viper. We take a look at the cooldowns left on HLE. Viper has Flash, doesn't have Chains of Corruption. Peanut doesn't have Flash, doesn't have ult. Just acquired his Unending Despair. As we look at what happens to Yukal yet again. He flashes well, still dies. Zekka uses his own flash to make sure the kill is secured. There's the TP on the flank there from Rich. Catches out Zekka as Andal's flash is forced on the top side. That's what I'm talking about. It's very messy from everyone involved. But in the end, I think DRX might have come out on top there. Trading 1 for 1 when behind is not too bad. Not too bad at all. But now Baron priority firmly in the hands of HLE. DRX, the team that needs to answer it. Somehow they have to find a way to walk into this river. They have to find a way to walk into this river when Zeus is rampaging on the side lane. And the other side lane, you got Zeka rampaging. And meanwhile, you're losing mid priority. It's a very tricky game state to play. Very precarious. Requires some precise inputs. And precise ideas from DRX. Question is, can they find them? Take a look at that level graph. Zeus blitzing ahead of the competition. Out-leveling everyone in the game. Ooh, that's a good start though. The Ashar is going to find Zeka there. So is the Solar Flare. He's going to go down immediately. TP from Zeus might be a little bit overzealous. The Poppy ult will save him though. The hook shot to the wall is going to be enough. The Sponge wants to keep this fight going. There's the Q landing on Delight. Didn't do too much damage though. As it is a very tanky Nidalee. Playing Riftmaker with Leandries. But now DRX with that pick might be able to start something in this Baron pit. They might be able to look for a fight. Although Zeus is looking mighty scary, looking mighty strong, as they are going to start out Baron here, DRX. This is an all-in play. Zeus takes the Heskate. Viper trying to get some damage done before the fight starts. 10,000 HP left on Baron. As Zeus finds Andal in the backline, he's going to be able to maybe get one. Yes, he is. He goes back in with a hook shot. As meanwhile, Rich has somehow died in the front line. 3 players of DRX have all died at the same time here. Sponge has died as well. Now the Hexacle Maiden is going to find Teddy, and this fight has gone to pieces for DRX in front of my very eyes. You look in one place, it's going disastrous. You look in the other place, it's also going disastrous. HLE, take them out. And I think that's going to end the game right now. Ladies and gentlemen, HLE win one team fight that decisively, and that's the game. Brutal from HLE. Punish the mistakes of DRX. Punish the overextension. Punish the overeager Baron. Zandal's already back alive. Used the Solar Flare maybe to buy some time for his team, but it's all fruitless. Unless, actually he did buy enough time. They're going to Hexgate out and go to Baron. This is a safer play to do. Zek is back alive though. Resetting first are some of the members. Nexus Tower does go down, of course. Reminder, they do respawn as of Season 15, so not as bad as it used to be when you lose a Nexus Tower. Still pretty bad. It is a massive Ash Arrow. This is a very good play from DRX. It's just that afterwards they get a little bit overeager. Think they can win the game. And HLE play the fight mechanically perfectly. As Zeus finds Andal on the side, but what you really need to pay attention to is the Baron there, as the Chains of Corruption land on top of Sponge, who's immediately taken out. Glacial Prison, Chains of Corruption. Talked about it in draft, but that's the combo to watch out for. As then the follow-up is simple for HLE. Hextech Ultimatum, Sejuani Lockdown. It's almost impossible to play. If you are a DRX member, there are the comms. Can't hear them. As somehow Andal's been caught while we were looking at the replay. Unfortunate for him. Might have been looking for some vision. Probably a trap play from HLE. Potentially playing in the Raptors pit. I have to see the replay there, but again, the result of this is that Baron is going to go over to HLE, and that is going to be game-ending. Hextech Drake potentially going to be traded on the other side by DRX to get something back. But even that, Zeus wants to stop it. Look at him. He's walking down. He's going to check it out. He says, hey, you guys want to take that? Potentially we'll fight you on it, although sets his eyes more on mid lane. Wants that wave in. They're going to try and end here, I think, HLE. Going to look for the game. If they can, it's going to be a decisive way to start the series. Very tricky to come back from this, as DRX had a good game. They had some good fights, but HLE just hands diff them in the crucial moments when it matters. Mid tower, going to go down first. Mid and Hib, next on the agenda, as this fight is going to be scrappy. It's going to be messy. It's going to be all on Peanuts and Gage. HLE can leave right now if they want to, but they want this Nexus tower. They want the base. They want the game to end, as they're going to put pressure on DRX. DRX have to make no mistake there, and Andal flashes forwards, stuns and locks up Zeus, who's maybe going to go down, but he's so tanky, and he finds his way onto the backline. Teddy is first to fall. Somehow Teddy goes down in that scenario, and HLE just collapse all over DRX. And they're gone. Vanished, just like that. 5 members of DRX before your eyes. HLE end the game in decisive manner, decisive fashion. Ruining the hopes of DRX, ruining their dreams. Going up 1-0 in the series, and now I'm going to take a break. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. That was fun. I enjoyed that. Ugh, okay. What the hell? No way, yeah. Oh, okay. Damn, that was a good game, man. That was a good game. I enjoyed that. I think HLA is pretty good, huh? That's for sure. Yeah, about 2 minutes before the next game. Squid Game. 안녕하세요. Squid Game. Shout out to our main Renekton. His Renekton is so fierce in the early game. Let's see. What you got, buddy? What you got, shout out, man? What you got, buddy? Renekton vs Fiora, a bit of a tough matchup, actually. The main reason is because Fiora's level 1 is very strong. And Renekton's level 1 is notoriously weak unless you can get some rage, which is what Shout out managed to do there. 52 rage. Now Fiora has a tough time queuing at him. This Q trade is not worth after the battle spawn. Keeping up his control stacks. Being at level 2, the first melee minion in this wave. You'd hope that this Fiora is not going to die to a level up timer. Xiao Qiumeng though has this way of doing it. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Just going to be a pretty standard 3-ref crash here from Xiao Qiumeng. Wasn't able to get super priority on the first wave, so now he has to crash the third instead. He's going to be in the danger spot for a little bit here. Fiora's in a happy spot right now. Those are the two places. Renekton, I call this place the danger spot for Renekton because it's very dangerous. It's the happy spot for Fiora because it's dangerous. He has to crash this wave. He wants to trade with her, obviously. As he's doing it. If he can get a W off before she's level 3, that's nice. Yeah, okay, now she's level 3. So now this matchup becomes a little bit. But he did navigate the hardest part, honestly, which is level 1. I think level 1 is pretty solid. I think Grasp is...
就是不让我刷，那行吧，那我不
She might be playing Grasp and TP.
给你戳嘛。
Holding his W. Look at this. He knows she's gonna parry it. Never mind. Did he turn around? Let me watch this. I think he turned around before he W'd, right? Is that just me? So he like... Pretending he's walking away? Yeah, he did. I'm still on that. Like, look at this. So, that's interesting. There's 2 reasons it's good. Reason 1 is that it disguises the animation in the turning around animation. So you... Wait, he started his auto attack before he pressed W. How many frames did you have to react to this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Interesting. Well, I can sell that. I think he started his auto attack before he W'd. I'm not sure if that's a mechanic he can do, but look like it. Either way, it's a really nice solo card. I hate this. The annoying part about UTP though is low-key, it's way better when you get solo killed like this. If the wave is close to enemy tower and you get solo killed, it's like way better. If the solo kill's close, oh my god, he's just disrespecting us so hard, by the way. That's crazy. But yeah, what I even say is like if I'm playing Ignite and I solo kill someone, I'm like 1 HP and the wave is close to my tower and they have TP, they can TP on the wave for like 2 minutes. So it's actually harder for me to get a crash off. Now he's gonna hold W. Because her mental stack's probably so overwhelmed now. Like she's probably thinking about the fact that he insta-Ws. Now he's just gonna poke, he's just gonna press Q. Because she's not trying to trade back, she's just focused on W. Like you see it just then she Qs away, she didn't E, she didn't anything. She could E auto Q. Or auto EQ, right? But she's so focused. Like you see what I mean? Like she should trade back there. But she's just waiting for his W. She's fucking bamboozled. There we go, that's better. But the second she starts thinking about trading back, that's when Xiao Qiumeng's gonna W her. He's gonna try dive. Is he gonna try dive her? That's so fucked up. Trying to dive Fiora when she has parries. Alright, let's do it. So he's using the tower to block the animation, actually. Look at this, with the camera angle. That's funny. Let's watch this again. Right, he presses it, you have it. This is her time to react. Look at this. This frame. Look his weapon. Now you have to react. Like, good luck, dude. He's fucking vanished. I'm stealing that. So you can walk in front of the tower to hide your weapon, and they can't see if you W. Okay. Nice cue. Kick W. I mean, this is a free dive, no? This is such a free dive. I think you literally just ult and walk at her, and she's gonna parry. Like, she's gonna shit herself and parry. If she doesn't, it's a little bit tougher, but I think you can just kill her without Wing by it. We can do that. He's shaking his head, man. Yeah, what do you even do, though, as Fiora, though? Like, you know what I mean? How the fuck are you meant to parry that? 50 seconds on the next match. Please get me in. Put me in, bro. I'm ready. I'm having so much fun, man. This is good. Casting's great. Killer. Team out first is such a losing buy, by the way. People only ever buy, like, if they're good players, they only ever buy team out first when they know they need to proxy because they can't play lane. Actually, she's training pretty good, though. It's not even, like, you don't even need a parry, honestly, to, like, when versus Renekton when he's ultless in this match. Now she's just gonna walk around proxy, though. This is... Huh? She didn't do it. Maybe she's too slow, actually. Minions are pretty fast. Ah, she's dead. This is a free dive. Oh, she TP. Okay, reset TP. That works too. Now you can just reset and match it. 675 is Eclipse. Now he has it, and this wave is slow pushing. Oh, it's going to be slow push into a dive, isn't it? Oh, this is so fucked. It's either a slow push into a dive or she gets ganked right now. She's getting ganked right now. When are you going to W? When are you going to W? When are you going to... Ooh, lane gank from Wukong. She didn't parry. She's got to parry preemptively, honestly. I think on Fiora, it's actually... In this matchup, it's too hard to try and parry the W. I think you should just press it. I think you should try to honestly parry Renekton Q. Because he's... Like, you just gotta get lucky. 50 chipmunk-sized orcas or 1 orca-sized chipmunk? Let me consider this. Yeah, I'm probably taking the 50 little guys, I'll be honest. Because at least they're in the ocean, you know what I mean? Like, some school of fish is gonna have to deal with that shit, and that's fucked up for them. But I'm chilling. You know what I mean? Like, if they're in my swimming pool, then we're, you know, a different story. That's like abandoned ship swimming pool. But 1 orca-sized chipmunk, it did. You caught me, bro. One orca-sized chipmunk. I could just, like, rampage. You know what I mean? Like, I could stomp around. Like, it could come to your house. That'd be bad. Wow, Corki has a 0% win rate in mid, by the way. 10 losses. 10 L's on Corki mid in LCK, by the way. Holy. The only people who've won it is Ruler. He's won once. And Berserker won. And it's an ADC. But the Orcas are extremely skilled at teaming up for kills. There's 50 of them. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like you ain't gonna see me diving. Like, I'm telling you, if it's my swimming pool, it's a different story. Like, so if it is my swimming pool, then it's like that's a toughie. Because I feel like the chipmunk is low-key harmless, but maybe it's like it tries to play some tricks. Like, this is what I'm seeing is like this chipmunk, like, they can play tricks on you. This is what I'm saying. That's troubling. This is troubling. I think. No, I'm pretty sure we take the fucking 50 dudes, though. I think even if it's in my swimming pool, I'm taking like, just, can you imagine how disturbing? Like, obviously, when people come over to our house and there's 50 ravenous orcas, in your swimming pool, then it's like a bit concerning for them. Like low key. But you don't have to interact with that shit. By the way, Xiao Shameng is absolutely stomping this guy. You don't have to interact with that shit. One orca-sized chipmunk, you don't know what he can do. Gonna fuck you up. Anyway, Reno, thanks for the question. You may leave. Fuck you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Xiao Shameng is so good at this game, dude. I want to get the next game already, bro. I'm fiending. Where'd taking 50 dudes come from? There's another discussion. 50 dudes or one big dude? I'm talking like... So this is this is the discussion now. But we're talking like big. So like we're talking like... So it's 50 dudes. That's option 1. Like Bonnie Blue style. You guys know about Bonnie Blue? I'm just assuming you do. She's the girl who broke the world record for 1,000 dudes in one sitting. Which is that's a crazy record to break. Xiao Shameng goes down. Holy. I'm pretty sure I'm taking 50 dudes or one really big. Like he's gonna like injure you. You'd easily take 50 dudes. I mean, what are the chances that in those 50 dudes there's also just like one guy who's gonna injure you? You know what I mean? Like I feel like the chance is not even small. Like you are guaranteed. Like in one option, you're definitely guaranteed to have to go to ER. That's like the super big guy. Like talking like Mr. Hands levels of like this guy ruins you. Ooh, he didn't W. Interesting. Goodbye. He's gonna lose this game. Why are we discussing this? This is not a discussion I need to have. I'm taking the 50. I'm taking the 50. I don't know. My feet are really cold. Can we? Alright, Xiao Shameng. If you lose this game, by the way, I'd hit my monitor. That's like 30 secs a dude. That's pretty crazy. That's quick. Do. Okay, big ults. I don't like Xiao Shameng's Renekton build. 50 dude-sized horses or one horse-sized dude. Bro, it's... Bro, it's just the dude. It's just... I'm just taking the dude. I'm just taking the horse-sized dude, bro. I know what you mean. I'm just taking the horse-sized dude. I don't want to deal with 50 dude-sized horses. It's not even close. There's no discussion there. I think just like they're both disturbing, but one of them is like so much more disturbing. One great time versus 50 mid time. Hello, Xiao Shameng. Bang. 1k. Plussy. Yeah, I don't like this Xiao Shameng build at all. He's griefing. I like Yomu's Ghostblade second on Renekton because I'm a freak. Oh, are we in draft? Put me in. Put me in draft. I'm ready. I'm fucking ready for it. Oh, Zeus looks at... He's at his PC. Xiao Shameng's dead. Is he? I know where you live this, bro. Now I got ruined. Rest in peace. Dude, Zeus has so many fucking fanboys. What the hell? Okay, I said this like I'm not one of them. But like in the crowd, there's all these like Zeus lovers, dude. Real. I thought he was gonna get like full death threats because of what he did to T1, but he just didn't. Maybe he did actually. I don't know anything. I'm just asserting that he didn't. Alright, DRX chose blue side. Are we getting in drafts? Are we getting in drafts? Do you think it's legal for me to just like watch draft? What if I just like no. Guys, what if I just watched the game on stream? No, because then I've done it one time and it's like super illegal. And then Riot would like find me and be like, what the hell are you doing? That's so illegal, you can't co-stream. Alright, I'm not doing it. Alright, well, we're in draft though, so time to hide my screen so I can look at it. Can you translate to Chinese for me? Yeah, I'm really good at Chinese, you know this. It's a well-known fact. Hello. Alright. Wow, what a mess. This is what 3 hours of casting does to MF. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, Acosta's go.
There you go.
We let the Acosta's gap during draw.
Will
And
be Vi is open this time around. I do think Vi is one of those champions where if your team or if your opponent really wants to, it's not that hard to draft a composition into it that just kind of obliterates it. But generally teams just don't. We've seen DK do it with the Zillion. You know, playing Vi into Zillion is just the worst.
I do feel like though a lot of players can't play Zillion well, and a lot of teams can't play around it well because they just don't have practice on it. They just want to play what they know. And something that Zeka knows is the Galio. He's going to be playing it here. Or at least I hope he knows enough about it. And thinking about Xin Zhao as well.
Yeah. That's a lot of circles. Got a knock up circle, got a knock away circle. Just layer these on top.
You know what champ has a damage circle? Ziggs.
He does. Yeah.
He does have a damage circle.
And you just pick another top lane AD character for Zeus.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe something with CC, something that can really bully lane. How about TF? AD TF
It's
top.
perfect. It's
Bring
perfect.
it back.
Yeah.
Sorry for all the Zeus fans that have flashbacks to last year. As the Aura gets locked in. Kind of sad we haven't seen that Aurora and Nocturne combo. I really like it. I thought it was very fun. I'm going to see it here today either.
Really feels like Aurora has fallen off in a big way.
She has. Yeah, she's really relegated to like second rotation bans. As Caitlyn priority here for Teddy, well, forces out immediate response. And then also, most likely, forces out Elise ban as well.
Yeah.
Although I don't know how you feel about the Elise ban when they play Ezreal and it's like... realistically, how often are you going to be hitting Viper?
Yeah, I just don't really think the Caitlyn this early on is a good idea. Because if they want to, they can ban a lot of things that go well with Caitlyn. They had third pick to answer the Caitlyn with the Ezreal. Like, there's a lot of great stuff still available. So, you know, what's with the priority? And Caitlyn hasn't seen too much success either. The Jax is going to be banned here.
Yeah, I was wondering, because it could also be Aurora top. We don't actually know where the Aurora is going yet. But you can do the same thing and pick support.
Hello.
Pick something like...
Fuck you.
I'm double checking out Garel. For example, while still having the opportunity to go in aggressively, Rakan is another. Poppy's already taken off the board. Leona's already gone. So I feel like the Rakan stocks are quite high, and you still don't give anything away without risking too much. Because Caitlyn definitely need a team that can play around it for it to really have the value that you're looking for.
But
from them, no surprise. But now Humble Life can just slam Rakan here on 4. Poppy's gone. Leona's gone.
Karma gone.
Undo gonna play like Maokai. What are we doing here? The Galio is also still technically a flex. I think we've only seen the Galio tank into Rumble, which obviously he's taken off the board.
Yeah.
But if it ends up being Aurora top, Zeus is happy to pilot it. There is still some flex potential here. You can put Zeka on really any of his melee champions. And yeah, I do think the Rakan band is a good call, both because the Light is amazing at it. 2 of its counters are already gone.
Oh, it's because it's because. Oh, it's because it's so loud.
Yeah, I mean it can.
It's so loud.
And you've got Repel to get away from.
It's because it's so loud. It's because it's so loud. I'm so sorry. Should I turn myself up?
They both start with the letter E.
Yeah, I swear.
Yes.
Yeah, Caitlyn Tom Kench.
Not Caitlyn Tom Kench, please.
I'm muting them.
Makes sense. Has the ability to use the clone to tank. You know.
Full screen. All right, now fucking kind of shit. Fuck you. Turn myself up. How's this? How's this? Is this better or is this too loud? Put me in the game, please. Gragas got locked in, Pog. Now give us spicy takes on the rock. Okay, I'm ready. Here are the spicy takes. Here are the spicy takes. Let me look at it because I haven't looked at it properly. So it's Aurora. Oh my god, there's so much fucking AP damage on DRX, by the way. They're playing Aurora, Nico, Gragas. The only AD is Caitlyn. But it's Caitlyn, Nico bot lane versus Elise Ezreal. So I think it's going to be tricky for Caitlyn to get ahead, is the only thing. I'm a bit concerned about the damage profile of DRX, particularly versus Galio. That's the only thing. They picked a Nivea mid versus Aurora, which is weird. I have no idea how that is. I just don't have this bot. Like, I think it'll hinges on whether or not the bot matchup is good. Low key. Like, if DRX can win in bot, it's chill. But Caitlyn, if Caitlyn falls behind, like if Caitlyn is killed like once, I think this game is cooked. This guy said, huh? What? Is Zayas playing Nivea top? Is Zayas playing a Nivea top? Is Zayas playing a Nivea top? Is Zayas playing a Nivea top? He is! He's Dude, what? What? Dude, Zayas is playing a Nivea top. They just swapped? There has to be a bug. That can't be real. That can't be real. That can't be real. That can't be real. That's not real. They just swapped. I don't know if you guys are looking at that, but I'm pretty sure Zayas is playing a Nivea. I'm not going to get over this. I'm not going to get over this. I'm not going to get over this. Gragas versus Nivea can't be good. I'm being honest. I'm pretty sure Gragas fucks things without mobility. Maybe the wall's good. No, okay, they didn't, right? It was a bug. It was a bug. It was a bug. No, they did. They literally did. They literally did. Look. Galio's in mid and... What the fuck? Okay, I've seen him play Aurelion Soul top before. I've never seen him play a Nivea top. Yeah, I mean, my takes not spicy. I'm telling you, my draft takes are my worst part. I'm so shit at draft. This is something I understand. This is something I understand. Do you ever, like, brush your hair and then you, like, need to smell what your fingers smell like because you want to smell your shampoo? I do that. Is it actually Zed? Can I see the fucking names, please? And then I'll cast. After I see the names, I'll cast. Let's see the names. I'm holding them hostage. Dude, it is. That's crazy. Okay. All right. Well, 1 minute, 2 seconds in the game. We have a Nivea top. We have a bird on the rift. That's something else. Now, for anyone in the audience, by the way, Quinn, you gotta if you want to enjoy yourself, you must watch the LCK stream as well and align your timer with mine. That's what's going on. Anyway, I think the mid matchup, like, here's the upshot though, is that top is hard, but it's gonna get lane swapped on anyway. I think Anivia versus Gragas is fairly Gragas favored just because Anivia doesn't have mobility unless she's able to utilize the wall in creative ways. But because it gets lane swapped on anyway, I don't think it's too bad, and it does mean that they're gonna have perma top prio potentially. I don't think Gragas can shove into Anivia. And the mid matchup is definitely better. Galio versus Aurora is much better than Anivia versus Aurora. It is insane to me. Zayas is also playing Grasp, so we could potentially see tank Anivia top. What happens when... That is true. The only thing is that, yeah, I think it is potential that Anivia gets dived on the lane swap. That is true. Or does Egg, actually? Egg's hard to dive, right? I think Egg Nivea is hard to dive. That's another thing, is it's not actually going to be a lane swap. They're going to play normal lanes here. We are going to see a bird versus a fat man in the top lane, and that's something I'm looking forward to. Please keep the camera here. Now, I think early on, first 6 levels, this is going to be Anivia very dominant, I do believe. But the second that Gragas gets ultimate, Anivia wants to push the wave. What's stopping Gragas from walking up and holding the wave, and then just having ults, and Anivia has no mobility? Like, here's what I'm picturing. Anivia ults the wave, one-shots it. Gragas walks up and presses S outside of tower range. Zeka's taking a terrible trade in mid. Is Yukop going to get first blood? Peanut's there to hover. Forces out Zeka's flash. He is actually going to get a solo kill for first blood, despite the hover of Delight and Peanut. And Delight and Peanut are getting punished heavily for that. Massive misplay from Zeka. They swap into the counterpick matchup, and he's getting killed in it. As maybe the commentators were right. Maybe Zeka is actually gapped. Zaze is on as the Shy Arc, it's true. That's an amazing first blood there. The trade-off is that they lost a plate in bot as well, Delight and Peanut, for roaming mid there. I want to come back to Anivia top. I think it's going to be very difficult for Zeus, although this is looking brutal. Maybe he's been practicing this. Rich is completely out of mana. But the one thing you can't do on Gragas top is Q the wave. That's the one thing you can't do, and I guess he's been forced to do it like 3 or 4 times. Because Gragas Q costs 80 mana, you're sitting on about 360 to begin with. You need to be out of WE. UCal is looking very clean this game as Sponge forces out Delight's flash. He's in very deep here as Andal and Teddy do rotate to cover it. Zeka on the mid wave. Bit of shenanigans going on all around the map there. The Scuttle does go over to the side of HLE as we take a look at the replay of how this solo kill actually happened there. It took 2 points in Q. And he holds it just for the last second, reactivates it for the missing health damage, flash forward to finish him off. Didn't know about Delight. That's a nice little solo kill. Now the bot plate finally going to go over the reaping the fruits of UCal's labor in mid, forcing 2 people to cover. Teddy and Andal had a lead in bot here. That's a big deal. I was just saying in draft that this Caitlyn, it's important she gets online as Rich is in a bit of an interesting spot. What's he trying to do there? He's actually just going to Q the wave. He started to here, so... Apparently Zeus has 5 games of Anivia top in solo queue, which is crazy. That is crazy. Sponge is hovering topside though. The only thing is I think that Zeus is going to be quite resource dependent this game. Not just in terms of the minions he gets, but also in terms of like the amount of pressure he needs from his teammates in order to be able to play the game. I think when we can talk about this in Anivia top as much as we like, but we're going to figure out, he's a 40% winner. We're going to figure out, we're going to be able to separate the wheat from the chaff here. The second that 6 comes around, the second that Zeus is in isolation versus a Gragas with ability haste versus a Gragas who's able to play with flash, that's when the trouble's going to start for him. Peanut gets a little invade here, hovered by Delight. It is just going to be a roaming support game, isn't it? Ezreal versus Caitlyn in the bot lane. Very stagnant down there. Spotted out by Rich. Peanut going to make out like a bandit. He got what he wanted. Now Zeka in the mid wave. Not going to be able to get priority to contest this dragon that is being stolen by Sponge right now. Just sniped off the rift. There's no one in bot lane. And so Sponge is just going to take this out. Then 13 seconds time, we're going to have grubs spawning. That might be the first fight of the game. There's pings all over the mid lane here for both teams. Teddy spotted on control, but he's going to take it out. And Teddy showing does signal to HLE that DRX want to fight these grubs. Teddy's not going to walk mid when there's a bot wave unless DRX wants something from him. And Zeus is using his ult to secure mid push by himself. That's something I didn't consider as well. It's because you're playing Ezreal, you have a hard time getting mid push versus Caitlyn, but you just put Anivia in the mix. I guess it could be playing mid and doing the same thing, but you put Anivia in the mix and suddenly mid push is so free as Peanut. Looking for an engage. Viper! Sorry, Delight is out of nowhere on the backline using his ignite, goes into repel. Zeka is the person to watch out for here. He can E and W. Try to find some engage angle, but the grubs are going down slowly but surely. HLE finding a lead in this game. Andal trying to find an engage, but without Nico 6, it's going to be very difficult. Gragas, I remind you as well, is not level 6 yet. Peanut does not have smite for this one. He knocks up Gragas. And Gragas is going to go down. Looks like Zeka trying to find an angle on the backline of it. Andal's going to go down to the Anivia wall too. That fight gone terribly for DRX. I think they overstayed a little bit. Didn't have the resources to contest those grubs there. Tried anyway. And punished heavily. Zeka picks up a kill. And Zeus, the 42 gold bounty on the Anivia top. Now matching the Gragas. And yeah, okay, so I guess it is very heavily neutralized. The fact that Gragas post 6 matchup is probably bad. I think it's neutralized because of the fact that it's pro play and the lane assignments are permanently changing. So it's not a feasible strategy to stay in one lane swap, as this replay just shows. It's a very messy fight from DRX all over the place. Didn't have the ultimates to play it. But what I'm trying to say is that because Anivia can just go bot, Gragas is not going to be able to freeze and play in that state that's super beneficial for him, where he's close to the tower, threatening the jungler, just because of how fluid the lane swaps are. I think it's fairly solid, actually, in Anivia top. Because top lane matchups don't exist. The 1v1 isn't a thing. Even last game, we saw it barely. Xandal finds an angle on Delight, who sends a cocoon of his own back that way. Ooh, Teddy! How we ended up here is the flash ult from Xin Zhao is very good. Straight back onto Teddy he goes. The kill is delivered over to Viper. Tied up in a nice little bow. Packaged over. Hello. Delivery. Plus 300 for you. Andal tries to hold top tower. He's being hovered by Sponge, who's now on the top side of the map. Next objective is going to be spawning in 2 minutes 30 seconds. I think HLE's comp really likes fighting right now, though. So anything they can fight over, they want to. So look at those Galio items. full tank he is. Teddy just walked up for a wave, didn't he? He has no business doing this. He's not being hovered by Andal, and that's punished right there. HLE, spot the mistake. Capitalize on it immediately, and Peanut giving over the kill of Viper is icing on the cake. Brilliant play from HLE. Now they're going to be able to get top prior for a little bit. Yeah, and actually what's going on in bot lane, look at Zeus. He deletes the wave, then he walks up. He just leaves. Now they're swapping again. Because I think Zeus doesn't want to play the 1v1 versus the Gragas, and they're going to put Galio versus Gragas and swap Zeus mid. Very interesting lane swap iteration going on. So Nivea top is driving me insane as Sponge looking for a dive angle. I don't think it exists though. Very hard to dive an Ezreal with Flash and Cleanse. Even harder to dive an Elise who can just repel away. Well, it does look like they're going to try that as the Q Flash cease and desist. Makes her do exactly that. And down she goes. But Ezreal trades it back. Sponge goes down. Miss parving from him. Zeus is here somehow. All the way from bot lane. He's delivered up to top. And he's doing big damage on Teddy. Uses the wall. He just ease over it though, does Teddy. 2 headshots on Zeus. Sidesteps the way out of the Nico Q. Now Zeka on the bot wave versus Rich. And this is the matchup that I was expecting to see in top. Because it's very Galio favored. Gragas can't play very well into Galio because Gragas has to get in people's faces and Galio loves that stuff. So, you know, Anivia lane swapping is pretty insane to me. I'm down to see it though. I love to see this. Catalyst of Eons as well in Zeus' inventory. So he's going to be so tanky. He's going for that Rod of Aegis. I guess actually top does get a lot of solo XP. So Anivia is going to be scaling quite quickly. It's just about how much resources she can realistically get. She's going to need so much more gold. As E-Flash there from Delight is very good. It's going to catch Andal very much off guard. And down he goes. Teddy not able to do anywhere near enough damage to salvage that play. And Sponge on the other side of the map. Delight looking good on the Elite support. Last Elite support we saw tonight. Nowhere near as successful as this one. Went 0-3 for the entire game. Now Delight showing us what can be done when played properly. Because this E-Flash is lethal. Sponge, I think, just did a misplay here. So, my take on the situation, the start of this is perfect, right? Q-Flash, bang, he's gone. He had to just walk towards Viper. I think he had to, as scary as it is, I think he had to walk towards Viper. There's no way out otherwise. There's this E-Flash. I love how instant it is from Delight. The second he sees the opportunity, he doesn't hesitate. He doesn't miss it. There's going to be a Grubs fight here. Check the ult time. There's no cease and desist for Sponge, and that's a big deal. Zeka TP'd right in the backline. Don't know if he wants to be there. The Bomber is buttered by Viper. The Caitlyn ult's going to hit him in the head, though. Now the HLE ADC is quite low. He's doing a lot of poke damage of his own. Zeus finds an angle on Teddy, as Peanut finds an angle on top of Sponge, and HLE finding angles left and right, looking like a calculator in maths class, man. This is crazy. DRX really going to struggle to walk into this river, and the objective's already gone by the time they find the chance. HLE making them look dumb. Hurting them around the map, 2-7 now. Anivia top is going to go 1-0 in professional play. I do not believe it. Is flash forward from Zeus trying to... What is he trying to do? I have no idea. I frankly have no idea. As Teddy flashes to try and put a trap under his feet. But the joke is that the bird's flying, so she can't get trapped. Bear traps don't work on that. Yukal has a good angle here. Doesn't have the... Oh, sorry, does have the in-between ones, but it's dodged so easily. And just with disdain by both Delight and Viper. He does end up trading one for it. Viper goes down as well, I think, here. He might get rich for it. He's forced to flash away, and Viper is just too clean on the Ezreal. You cannot kill this guy. He's looking like Prime LeBron. Not that anyone tried to kill Prime LeBron. I say that too much. I compare people to Prime LeBron. That's in my vocab. I need to stop that. That's like that should be used once every long time. You know? Zeus has very, very much bot priority here. That way he's going to get shoved in. Nice and cleanly. He's going to get a good reset timer. Just take a look at what happened on this Grubs fight. Zeka started with a, frankly, psychopathic TP, and he makes so much space on the side of the fight. But really, it's Viper who I'm impressed with. The amount of poke damage he's able to deal despite being zoned off. Look at that Q over the wall. Look at that True Shot barrage. Finds it on Rich, and then Zeus finds an angle on Teddy, who has no flash. The wall's bad. Meanwhile, on the top side, Sponge gets a little bit overzealous. Goes in too far. Now Peanut and Delight working in conjunction. Might be able to find Rich. Repel is good. It always surprised me just how much range that has. Peanut ideally wants this kill. E to finish it. Bang! Down he goes. But it is Delight who gets it with a burn. Teddy has top wave. He's going to escort it into the tower. Do a little bit of damage to it. And this is the HLE we've wanted to see. This is the HLE we expected. Obviously, we didn't expect Anivia top. We expected a dominant performance. We expected them to take a team like DRX that realistically shouldn't be out of play in this type of game. Wow! Sorry, my bad. I was talking, and Delight has disappeared. Delight has, you know, when you have like one of those like tiny little spiders. It's like a fucking daddy long legs, and you just like squash it. That's exactly what happened to Delight just then. Gragas just like bellied him into the ground as Viper's getting flash, cease and desist, but you can buffer that. As it turns out, he doesn't have flash or cleanse, but he is just going to go down straight away. Sponge, with the in-between worlds in combination with the cease and desist, it's just so lethal for any ADC, any aspiring ADC player. You don't want to see that. Because now, the game is slowly turning around off the back of UCal's performance. He was hyped up. People say that, you know, he's a good player. He's very talented. And he's finally showing it in this series. Not that last game was bad from him by any means. The Cocoon, a little bit short there, Delight. Tiny little bit. Does interrupt the reset anyway, gets its job done. Zeus, 1-0-1 on this bird top. And that is the most impressive part of this to me. 5 games of solo queue and he's able to whip it out in pro. How adaptable is this kid? 21 years old. As of today, happy birthday to Zeus. We take a look at the replay here. What happened to Viper? Delight gets popped. Like that's one of the most insane one-shots I've seen in a while. This early in the game, for a Spider to get squashed that quickly, it wasn't even a Gragas, it was a Vi punching her into the wall, bro. I guess if I had gauntlets like that, I'd also squash Spiders at light speed. As then there's the flash, cease, and desist. It even gets buffered by Viper, who does the best he can, but in combination, UCal and Sponge, they're mopping it up. There's the TP to hover Zeus here as they might try to dive this DRX. They're getting eager. They're trying to look for plays, and forcing out Zekka's TP is a start. Delight gonna get bot priority, force that wave in. Deny some golden XP from DRX, which is nice. As he was hovering Zekka before the TP was forced. But take a look at the feats of strength. Have been secured by HLE, right? So boots are upgraded firmly. They're in their favor. We're also looking at gold, right? 3,000 gold lead on HLE's side with a better scaling. Well, actually, it's arguably they have a worse scaling team comp, so. But 3,000 gold lead is not negligible. That's a significant amount of gold. We also look at objectives. It's an Infernal Soul. The souls are even. Grubs favoring HLE yet again. So almost every metric in this game says that HLE should be winning, but something about this makes me a little bit nervous for them. Something about the way that UCal's moving around the map. The way that UCal and Sponge are working together. Zeus might be caught out here. There is a cease and desist waiting for him. Zeus, not a very mobile champion. The bird, not known for its mobility, despite the fact that it does have wings. And now Ignivia, can they break it? Is this going to die? There's no way that they don't have enough damage for this, right? Zeus, yes, he is going to go down. The first death on Ignivia top. Delivered to him by the... Really, Sponge is having an amazing game. He's doing so much work for his team. Putting in the effort, but Peanut on the other side of the map, not going to let that go unpunished. Taking some space, taking that Herald, taking the topside camps now. Sponge going to trade on the bottom side, though. UCal, you cannot die. The W does miss from Peanut, but he still has ultimate should he need it. He's actually not going to be able to finish off the kill. UCal, great usage of the Aurora W to escape danger there. His first very even game we've seen. It all tonight, honestly. Every single game I've watched has been one-sided in one way or the other. And this is slightly HLE favored, I'd say, but they are punching back the RX. There's that Rift Tower using on the top, utilized rather on the top tower. Top tier 2 goes down. 363 gold to Zekka and Peanut is a big deal, and I'm concerned about how the hell they're going to kill this Galio. That's my biggest concern, is that Hollow Radiance Galio with empowered magic resist boots versus a Fed Aurora and a Gragas. It's not an ideal situation as Zeus. Ooh, he wants this fight on the dragon, still has the cease and desist time. Sponge doesn't actually have a way on top of him, but Rich certainly does. The body slam is there, the follow-up is there, the explosive cask is there, and the waiting fists of Sponge are enough to finish off that damn bird. Now Drake should actually go over to HLE though, because while Zeus went down, his life was traded out. And this is favoring. This is very favorable for HLE. I think they get outscaled, right? I think the Caitlyn is going to be enough. Actually, hold that thought as Viper might be in a little bit of trouble. It's a great cleanse mid-air. I was going to say, I think they get outscaled. I think DRX has the better scaling composition. That's an inarguable truth, right? But if they get the dragons, it doesn't matter, right? 4 dragons is a win condition, no matter what your composition is. You got 5 Shakers, you probably win with Hextech Soul, right? Rich might be caught out here. Doesn't have explosive cast. Force uses flash. Sidesteps the cocoon. And that is raw talent right there. On display from DRX Rich. Who is opting for CDR-based Gragas. Not for the Bomber one-shot that I was hoping for. Is there? I think this is a little bit overzealous from Zeus. I think he flashes as well, right? So even if it's... Yeah. I think it's just bad. I think it's just rough there. Maybe didn't understand just how many people were going to be able to collapse on him. Did force out Rich's TP, right? Now midwave going to go over to Viper. HLE with mid priority as Atacon spawning in 54 seconds. I think Anivia doesn't actually have... Well, she's going tank. What? I told you she's going tank. I told you she's going tank. She's going tank. It's tank Anivia. Look with your eyes at that. Everyone's going tank. I hate this meta. I hate this meta. I hate this meta. Riot Games. That is a tank bird in my game. The job of Anivia is... Let me get this straight. The job of Anivia is not to tank damage. That is not her job. In this game, she has been picked to tank damage. Ha! Ha! She's a quintessential damage dealer. She has no real utility in her kit. I mean, she has a wall, but like that requires her to stand in the middle of enemies and do stuff to them. Doesn't make sense. Atacon now going up. Oh man. Tank Anivia, man. Atacon spawned up. It's a Ruinous Atacon this game. No, it's Voracious, sorry. Voracious Atacon this game. Would be much more excited if it was Ruinous. But I think DRX actually have a fighting chance. When it comes to taking this, Sponge, he's really strong. The Cease and Desist has a couple good targets. Viper, first and foremost, no cleanse, no flash right now, but they're going to start up the Atacon. Going to put a timer on DRX here. Say, what are you going to do about it? Zeus has TP should he choose to, but the vision control for HLE is just suffocating. There's no other word for it. Oh my goodness. Hello there. Zekka and Delight caught out, doing a little bit of devious behavior up in the topside bushes. Sponge trying to find a flank angle, trying to steal some camps while he has the tempo. But the longer that DRX take to flush out HLE in the topside, the more they're going to lose on bot. Zeus shoves that wave in mighty quick. Now he's taking the vision control on River. 20 minutes in the game, I have no idea who's winning. It's a nice game. The real factor for DRX is going to be Yukal. Yukal's got a lot of work to do here, particularly in finding the Ezreal. I think the Ezreal and Elise is 90% on Yukal and Sponge. Teddy, he's going to have to do the work on the Anivia. He's going to have to do the work on... From Soliki, sorry, this is a... From Soliki looks like Roa, Fimbulwinter, and Leandries. Does Wall Push proc the shield? Yeah, it would actually, because it counts as CC. It procs Electrocute, so... And it procs Aftershock. So yeah, it would. Interesting. Yeah, I guess... Wait, does your R slow, actually? Proc the shield is what I'm thinking. Because all... So, Fimbulwinter, I think the way it works is that when you slow, or you stun, you get a shield. So if your R just, like, cooks in the team fight, you're going to be able to... That's insane. That's really impressive. It's kind of a cool build, I guess. I'm not into tank bird though. I like my Anivias to do damage. Atacon now been up for 2 minutes. Been started one time, but neither team wants to take a stand on it. It's Peanut clearing out the vision in River. 1 minute till Dragon spawns, and that's when the team's going to have to start to make a choice. The same choice we've seen before. It's a pretty easy choice, I think, for both teams at this point, because it's only third Dragon for HLE. Atacon is definitely the priority, and you can see that by where the teams are choosing to put their control wards. 2 control wards in the Atacon pit right now. As Peanut going to clear the third one. It can be found deep inside the blue side jungle. Rich on the bot wave though, has TP. Currently unmatched, but Zeus immediately paths to it. Double reset there from Viper and Delight. So HLE going to open up on the map in a couple seconds here. A little bit stronger. Potentially going to opt to try and play Dragon. Because I think they're gambling that, hey, if we walk down bot, we try to play this Dragon, I don't think that DRX are going to be quick enough on the Atacon to steal it from us, to take it away. And if we get this Dragon, then we're one Dragon closer. The game is a little bit shorter than we'd like it. Because I think HLE want to avoid a 40-minute fist fight if they possibly can. Mostly just because it's a bit scary if this game goes long, as I've said before. Now when this Drake spawns, they are forcing Yukal out of midwave. The Teddy's showing top on Atacon right now, but Sponge currently is on vision, so HLE not too scared. The question is, are they going to start this Dragon? That's the real question is, Where's Peanut going to path it? It looks like he's choosing to. Now DRX have a choice. Do they want to try and rush down this Atacon? Maybe play for a pick on Zekrom and then rush into Atacon. That's exactly what it looks like they're going to do. Teddy has a lot of work to do here. He's doing a lot of damage to Zekrom, honestly. He was full MR. He's going to try and turn around. He ults out onto Delight, who... Oh, that's a beautiful little sequence. Now the Dragon's going to go down. But Atacon's being started up. Actually, it's not going to go down as HLE forced to rotate because they're on vision. DRX, they don't know. It's not swept off. They think they're on a control ward. And they waste HLE's time. This is perfect. This is absolutely perfect for DRX. They're giving UCal time to farm waves. They're giving Caitlyn time to scale. The more time they can waste of HLEs, the better in this game they're going to be. As they're going to do this dance again. Now they start Atacon up as Delight might be caught out, but Andal, ooh, a little bit overzealous, is walking into the waiting arms of Zeka, and they're not comfy arms, that's for sure. They're made of stone. And they like to crush you rather than hug you. Now, with that pick, HLE might pull the trigger on Atacon as UCal almost one-shot Delight just then, actually. Well, if HLE group too much, this in-between worlds could really destroy them as we're going to see the teamfight break out any moment now. I want to see this explosive cast. I want to see Teddy do some damage. Just look at that wall of traps. It's almost impossible to play this if you're HLE. The Atacon is down to 5,000 health. How do you walk into this, though? DRX. What's the angle? What's the engage? As Rich is taking so much damage. Look at that Anidia really doing her work here as Delight on the sideline trying to find the cocoon, and there's the voracious Atacon taken down by HLE. Now DRX need to get out. They don't want this fight anymore. They couldn't find the engage in time. The timer went off. They're trying to play the fight anyway as they're actually going to find a great angle with the explosive cast and in between worlds in combination. One-shotting the backline of HLE. Just Zeus remains. And his egg is... Wow, interesting. So the egg is utilized there. A little fun fact that I didn't know is that when Voracious Atacon procs, this is going to be a lot of gold, actually. Sorry to hold that thought. There's a lot of gold over to DRX there. But there's still a gold deficit. This is what's amazing to me, is you can get aced, and Zeka's going to go down. There's a lot of mistakes in a row here from HLE. He's dead. He is dead. But HLE just made 10 mistakes in a row, right? Like, well, sorry, but not 10, but they made 5 mistakes. All 5 of them died. Zeka died twice, for God's sake, right? He died, Shinshin TV admin, and died again. And they are a gold lead still. that's crazy to me. That's how strong this Atacon buff was. The big deal is that it's all gone. So that whole Atacon play, all it did do was serve to slightly equalize the gold in DRX's favor. And again, I keep emphasizing the longer this game goes on, the better it is for HLE, as my voice is really not hoping for a Game 3, I'll tell you that much. It is really not hoping for a Game 3. It is hoping that it's going for HLE. Also, my bank account is, because I said if HLE lose one game, then I would buy another Spark, so... Not that that's a big investment. See the replay led to it. You can't really Zonya's on top of Kaelin and expect to live. Zeka. Great block from Andal. Stopping Teddy from taking too much damage there. Now Zeus going to take out the Krugs, and this game is looking mighty close. The only thing swinging it slightly in HLE's favor is 2 things. First of all is look at Viper. When this guy has gold, he's one of the most fearsome ADCs on the planet. He proved that in Worlds last year. He proves it time and time again. Every time we see him with a gold lead in the LCK. The other thing is the Drake scenario. That Drake situation it's dire. It is extremely dire, and Andal might be caught out here. Sorry to hold that. Forces his flash out, does Peanut, using that Zinzao W to scare him off. Baron's actually up. It's 25 minutes in the 27 minutes in the game. It doesn't feel like it's been 12 minutes, man. I feel like I've been here for a tiny little bit. HLE. It's just a delightful team to watch, isn't it? Teddy actually has mid prior here. First time in a while, Zeus is not there to just to one-shot the wave, but Viper's there to collect it. Just in time. Not going to drop a single resource across the map here. Something these pro teams do so well. Peanut having a stretch. The game slows down. 3 minutes 30 seconds until Chaos is going to break out. And HLE, if Baron and Drake are both up in 3 minutes 30 seconds, that's going to be in a very easy position for them to play, and a very difficult position for for a DRX to play, as they're trying to find a pick here on top of Zeka. They still have explosive cast should they need it. It looks like they are going to. Zeka flashes away, but the E flash from Rich is too good. Follows it with... Oh my god, man. When Gragas has played well, it does look pretty broken, huh? Zeka tries to get away from there, tries everything he can to escape, but cease and desist, explosive cast. Very sticky tools, aren't they? What can they get from that is the real question in DRX. Mid priority, sure, it's a given. Can they get mid tier 1? Probably not. Bot tier 2? Probably not, as hold that thought, because Sponge has just absolutely entered it. A disrespected Peanut's damage, but it's a 3-0 Zinzao with 2 items, and he's just one-tapped him. He's just sent him back to the fountains, back to the shopkeeper. Potentially come back when you got some more gold, son. See you later. That's a big pick there, because the jungle is now down and Baron is up. Zek is about to respawn, and he's going to have the Galio ult to come in. I wonder if the HL just start Baron right now. Is that the game right there? Sponge, 23 seconds until he's alive. I think they're going to start up the Baron HLE. Delight gets good vision control here. He's currently sitting on a ward, though. Oh, he's going to get one shot by Yukal, isn't he? Very close. He's walking right into a trap, though. Andil on the right side is going to die to Viper, I do believe. Great Q there. Weaves it in. And Zeus in a lot of trouble. Doesn't have that Anivia egg, but the flash is amazing away from the body slam. And now Rich is very overextended. Getting it taken out as well by Viper. Oh my goodness, is it just one-shotting Delight? No, okay. And if that wasn't Baron before, it definitely is now. Yukal unable to do anything in that fight. Just fully zoned out. His team went way too deep without him. Teddy going to take the mid tower, but it's a consolation prize at best. Ooh, did Delight just do what I think he did? Was that an E flashes? In between worlds is going to find absolutely no value, but Peanut is going to get taken down. Sponge took him up on the challenge, said, I'm back and I've got more items this time. How'd you like me now, bitch? And he took him out. Baron is going to go down to HLE, though. There's nothing Sponge can do about it. Maybe he can delay it, but Viper, he's hungry for blood. He wants this kill, and he needs it. His team needs him to get this kill, because he can just maybe potentially steal the Baron, but he can't. He cannot. HLE. Baron goes down 16 to 10 kills, and this game is bloody. But it's all coming up red. HLE with a very convincing lead now. Have the Baron. Have Anivia Ezreal Siege. It's going to be tough for DRX to come back in this game. Very well played fight from Teddy, but that flash from Zeus. You could call it lucky, but it is what turns the fight around there as Rich suddenly finds himself in a position that is untenable, unplayable. There's that Caitlyn ult trying to find some damage on Viper. He flashes away from the in-between worlds. The turn on Peanut is brilliant from Sponge, but again, then he's caught out. There's no one really to follow up with him. DRX, I think, overplayed that hand a little bit too much there. It looked good at the start, even I believe, but now Zeka. Don't think they have enough damage here. Does DRX, and they're just going to let him walk. HLE looking for a pick on Yukal, and this would be game-ending. Yukal has absolutely no defensive items, and you can see just how much damage the Storm Surge Elise is capable of doing with Viper backing him up, and Yukal goes down. He is capable of one-shotting, but he's also capable of being one-shot. With that build, it's kill or be killed. Yukal chose the former. I mean, sorry, the latter. Shit. Now bot tower's going to go down. And HLE, the Stranglehold Titans. Zeus, you can just ult the wave now. Every single time the minions come, they're going to go. Bot tier 3 is actually going to go down. This is a lot more than I thought they'd get this fast. The Sponge has gone in too deep. The Galio ult in the backline is not actually going to hit anyone. The Andal also is not going to connect. And it's just a whiff session all round that HLE come out on top here because the walls are too heavy. Peanut finds an angle onto Teddy, and now all of DRX are just dead. They're down. They're gone. There's the Ezreal ult in the fountain. The True Shot Barrage going to hit Yukal as he comes out of spawn. Zeka taunting him, saying, come at me. Remember, laning phase where you solo killed me? Well, now I'm solo killing your damn Nexus. On the top side, Rich is getting chased down. They're going to fountain dive this. They want the humiliation as well as the Nexus, and that's exactly what they're going to get. HLE taking this game and this series 2-0. Well played to them, 22-10. It looked a little bit scary. I was concerned for a bit there. But HLE, when it matters, they show up in team fights. They show up on the objectives. And Anivia top goes 1-0 in the LCK. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Tweet TV cast. This is the first special LCK cast for me. I had a lot of fun. I will be doing that tomorrow. That's fun. I'm not sure. Well, maybe I'll... Okay, we'll see how my voice is. But yeah, I'll definitely... You know, you'll see me. I'll be back. That's for sure. Alright. I'm going to go play solo queue. I don't know if I'll do it on stream. Because I'll have to show us the spark rolls. Alright. Alright. I'll do it. I'll do that. It's only one spark. It's only one spark. I'm on my Mac, so League could take a while to open here. What? Proof or it didn't happen. I'm opening league. Here I go. Riots. Please open. I give it 20 seconds. Now it's fun. Oh. Best part is that YouTube's gonna auto-upload my VOD. So I don't know what the legality of this is. I'm pretty sure that I can just... I'm pretty sure if I have my face in it in the bottom right, I'm allowed to upload whatever the fuck I want. Because I can prove that I've added something to it, that it's not like I'm not leeching someone's content because I've added an original thing to it. Like, pretty sure that's the rule. Okay, right client's not opening. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to hop off on this. Then I'm going to come back on Twitch. And I'll do the... VOD is fine. Yeah, that's what I'm saying as well. So I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to do that. So that'll be nice, because I can upload highlights of this to YouTube, which should be good. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to end stream on this. I'm going to come back on Twitch. Yes, I'll come Discord. Actually, yeah, I'll just come Discord. That's better than coming back on Twitch. I'll stream on Discord. Yeah, okay, cool. You seen VODs from people who don't have co-stream rights? Yeah, okay, cool. That's something I need to hear. Alright, cool. Alright, bye-bye. Thank you for doing that. That's fun. I'll see you.